Yeah. 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 Run it. Run it. Run it. Fight. Solo missions to Miami, average speed on 95 was 95. Stoned on Ocean Drive, hotel was prime. Little bit after the quarantine, but it was still live. All the restaurants had the custies eating outside. I caught a lot of looks, but they was with they man. I look and smell exotic, baby, so I understand. She wanna get erotic with me, so I had to plan. I turned into a Kuma quick and got in my demon stance. Baby, grab the sticks. Bed bugs biting all the pillow, talking lame. Kind ejection tabs on my Jordans. Now this is baby first time ejaculating. She's a squirt or not. She gets so flirtatious when I squeeze a button, hold her down. Yeah. The sex was like an angelic demon dance. Should've made her sign a waiver in advance to make it clear that she gotta share. Either you compete or you can drown in fear. You can complete the task or disappear. Bring something edible to my table, come grab a chair. If you ain't doing shit, then baby, guess what? You can't get the dick. One thing I can't stand up for is a lazy bitch. Golden double crosses on my yak and you can't get a sip. Golden dick on me, baby, and you can't get the tip. Bed bugs biting all the pillow, talking lame. Kind ejection tabs on my Jordans. Now this is baby first time ejaculating.
We in the building. We here. FPJ J Doug. Another episode.
J baby.
We in the building. We got I heard Troy Ave. There's some Troy Ave news going on right now. The moderators in the building. Ryan Clifton in the building. Salute.
Yo, what's going on, Ryan?
Salute in the building. You know what I'm saying? SD Jones in the building. Salute.
SD, what's going on?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we in the house. Killing the building. You already know. We got to show some love to everybody in the chat. Hope everybody had a good weekend. You know what I'm saying? Had to give everybody some vibes real quick, some good music. Give somebody, the nice Jacksonville downtown skyline, just let you guys know what type of time we are on tonight, man. J Doug, how are we feeling right now?
Feeling pretty good. J baby, they can play crazy if they want to. Yeah. It haven't been a lot popping in the news this week, but we did get a little action with Shaq right before we came on live, so I think that was good.
Yeah, man. I think that was kind of crazy, seeing the build up to the situation and seeing that Shaq has to be the one to speak out. And just before we get that, the music DZ Redline, you know what I'm saying? We usually play his music beginning of all the shows, so salute to him. We'll drop a link in the chat. To matter of fact, while we speaking of that, I'll drop the link to his to that video in the chat for anybody who wants to follow him. But yeah, man, listen, we got some good topics. We got the Shaq, the RG3 situation. We got some album reviews, right? The Drake Wireless Festival, we have to, look at that and see about, how that 3-day event went down. And you told me about some Umar Johnson news. We want to give people a little preview of this Umar Johnson situation that's been bubbling up on YouTube and in the real life streets.
Umar Johnson career and credibility is over. I'm just gonna let you know that he got his girlfriend coming out spilling all the tea about his mom and his family and his business. You got movie producers coming out talking about how he was trying to destroy them financially. And he did a whole boy. Dr. Umar Johnson is Dr. Finesse Johnson. He got all type of finesses, bro. And his daughter out here in a mental health crisis. It's deep, bro. It's crazy.
Sounds like the classic playbook of Marcus Garvey. You know what I'm saying? In the Pan-African grift that's been going on for too long in the Black community. And I think right now the chickens are coming home to roost. I'm excited to hear, what is in store and what's happening with Umar Johnson. I'm excited. I'm a hater, so I'm always looking to spread some hate and some disapproval when niggas is running the grift, man. Yeah, man.
Yo, Truth, you say you saw Dr. Umar Johnson daughter on a dating app? Yo, Dr. Umar Johnson daughter is LGBTQ.
Hey, well, salute to her. And with that said, man,
we're gonna get into the Dr. Umar topic though down the line, yo, Truth.
Yeah. So with that said, man, let's break down. Okay, so if anybody doesn't know Robert Griffin III, he is a jigaboo quarterback from the Washington Redskins. He won a Heisman Trophy with the Baylor Bears, was a second overall draft pick, got with Mike Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan, and could have really been the first to lead the way in the innovational offense that has become the Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay, West Coast style passing system, running blocking system that his dad, Mike Shanahan, established with the Broncos. RG3 was the prototypical quarterback to run that system. His rookie year, he won Rookie of the Year, right? Almost tore his ACL, got too high and mighty, came back, schmoozing up with the white owners, schmoozing up to the owners, dissing the players, talking about, I'm a pocket quarterback. I don't want to shuck and jive down the sideline to the end zone no more. I want to sit in the pocket like Peyton Manning. And they broke his ass in half, and he didn't last, I don't think, 10 years in the league. He may have lasted maybe 8, right? And so ever since then, he tried to work at ESPN. I think one of those executives, did something to him, did something inappropriate. I don't know. I think it's like a Terry Crews situation. And then they, instead of him suing, they gave a position at ESPN. He sucked there. He was a cornball. And I'm just giving you guys some backstory of Robert Griffin, of who he is and how we view him in the black community, right? Rob Parker used to work for First Take ESPN. He got fired from ESPN for saying RG3 isn't our type of brother. He's more of like a cornball type of brother. And when he said that, he got a lot of ridicule, but we in the community knew what he meant by a cornball type of brother. Of Russell Wilson, you a black man, but you're so disconnected from the culture, right? You're a cornball. You lust after white women. You're a cornball, right? Now coming down the line,
what? What?
Yeah,
you could lust out the white woman. I think if once you marry a white woman, then you're going down a slippery slope. But I see what you're trying to say, and you can take that comment down and go ahead.
It's really, the way I'm looking at it is not even about if you are dating a white woman more than it's the fact that you objectify white women as milk. Multiple of your employees say that you have a type of fetishing. And then when it comes to black athletes, especially Angel Reese, you have a particular target on her back to draw up a certain type of crowd, a certain type of MAGA energy. And it's like you're being used as a tool for the other side. And that's being called out. And it came to a boil, I think, last week when the 2K covers are coming out. And, with AI and situations like that, people are making false 2K covers. Well, Angel Reese, right? Not Caitlin Clark, not Paige Brookers, not Asia Wilson, but our sister, Angel Reese, got to cover NBA 2K WNBA edition. And it was a troll account that made like a monkey AI version of her dribble down the court. She was Angel Reese, right? And instead of RG3 just letting that pass, he platformed that picture and then wrote like, oh, see, what we're not going to do is try to act like this or try, you know what I'm saying? Like he was defending, but you're really platforming and everybody's seeing through his fake social justice scheme. And then he tried to double down and say that Angel Reese's people been telling me she's been hating on Caitlin Clark after niggas called him out. And everybody was like, bro, nobody's from her camp to reach out to you. So he really stuck his foot in the mud. And, Shaq had enough. He was just beefing Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark came in and said a lot. And, what are you thinking about the situation? What's on your mind when this situation is taking place?
Listen, I don't want to get into, he didn't mean what he said by reposting it or whatever. Listen, he reposted the video. He said he did it with good intent, right? So we have to take him off of that. We're just looking at all the back history and we're coming at him. To be honest, I'm with you. I feel like he did it just to get his name back into the conversation. I feel like he's using social media like you should use social media. You know that's going to get you back trended. You got Shaq talking about you right or wrong. And I feel like he's playing for that Caitlin Clark audience. Of course, we see that. So I feel like he was wrong for doing that, but I feel like we got to ignore some things. I don't know why everything got to be like we got to get together and try to lynch a coon every time. You know what I mean?
You know why you have to, though? Because we have to hold our own accountable. Just like, and I don't want to take it to FBA too early, these types of conversations, but just how as Black Americans, we're easy to call foreigners who fight for the other side tethers, right? Well, we call our own domestic tethers coons and jigaboos, right? We have to call out our own with the same aggression and the same enthusiasm that we call out others, because what that shows other people of the Black diaspora is that it ain't xenophobic, it's not nationalist. We call out anybody who's melanated who goes against the grain. Because this is why Shaq's doing what he's doing. Ryan Clark's doing what he's doing. We're doing what we're doing without hesitation, because it's not about, oh, you're Jamaican or you're Haitian or you're this, you're that. Is if you are going against the system, if you are holding down Black people for the approval of whites, then you are going to be called out. And I think we definitely need to be calling out a coon like RG3 who don't even got a right lineup. His tape up looks crazy. And then yeah, go ahead.
Let me be clear. Up to today, I agree with what RG3 was doing. I don't think there's nothing wrong with critiquing Angel Reese. I don't think there's nothing wrong with talking about her game, talking about women's sports, especially when women want to crowbar themselves into every man's sports talk show, on television. So all this, don't talk about women, don't talk about Angel Reese. If you a man, I don't agree with that. Everything that I'm sorry, y'all. Everything that RG3 said up to this point, I agree with. But this just seemed like he was just thirsty for attention. We got this Shaq video too.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question before we play it. So you're cool with RG3 sitting in front of his camera doing his sister girl neck popping act while his white wife was in the back like NASA giving her seal clap. Were you cool with that? And were you cool with that up until the Monkey Angel Reese 2K cover post? I'm just trying to get context of when J Doug hopped off the RG3 bunny train.
I hopped off the RG3 train when he mentioned, not because he mentioned the monkey thing, just mentioning her, period. We know how you feel. You know what type of reaction you're going to get from that. Leave it alone. And I think, like I said, he was using it just to get back into that viral and trending space. So he was using it. That's when I see that you're not genuine with what you're doing, then I'm off of the bunny train with you.
Yeah, because now
just adding the commentary, the net snapping, the funny stuff. That's funny. That, you know what I mean? He's entertaining.
You can't do that in front of your white wife, man. You can't do that in front of your white partner.
What?
You can't. Because J Dub. Now, if it was Serena Williams doing her, I ain't do nothing. If she was acting like Tyrone and then while her white husband was kikiing in the back, we'll be firing it up. We all types of bed winches, right? We gotta play A. We gotta play.
What about Jay? We going there. Serena Williams did that. She went out there with Kendrick and cosplayed at the Super Bowl and crip walked. We know you ain't fucking no niggas that crip walking. So why you out here crip walking with us? Your man is goddamn line dancing and goddamn foot shuffling. That's what you should have came on there doing, because that's the culture you wanted to be a part of. Once you decide, you brought it up. Let me cook right here. Once you decide that you're gonna marry a white man, you no longer can crip walk with us, the black men. See, that's the problem. When it's a black man with a white woman, we got all these standards and these do's and don'ts. But when these black women go off and get them a zaddy, oh, they could come back and crip walk up with us, acting like they've been sucking on that soul pole. Nah, boo. Go line dance.
See, now this is the problem here. Serena Williams is from the culture. She is from Compton. She's from that area. That's like saying J Duck, just because you get you a Becky, you can't whoop. You can't whoop and do all day because you got a Becky.
Bro, you telling me?
Yes or no?
That's important to you. You telling me because I got a Becky, I can't net snap and talk about Angel Reese.
I got a question because you brought up Serena Williams. We don't take
Serena Williams. Listen, Serena Williams was cosplaying, and she do not like niggas that crip walk. So why are you crip walking?
Let me ask you a question. If you dated white women all your life, right? Hypothetically, you don't, but hypothetically you did. You telling me you can't whoop at Duval Day?
No.
All right.
No, not unless you've been a guy that we know been mixing it up. You've been with a little bit of white woman.
Serena has two. Black women. She was with Common. She was with Drake.
That's a different thing.
How's that different? They black. They black. You just told me Drake was black at the beef. You Drake black. He count. Don't do that.
These niggas, you dated niggas that's right? You Drake dated black. Niggas on the color spectrum. They black on the spectrum. I'm talking about Serena Williams don't want no crip walking nigga. That's what we talking about. So don't come out participating in that side of the culture. Now, if you want you a nigga like Common, Hotel, like Drake, non-FBA, you need to go do what they do.
So you saying that Serena Williams crip walking is just as bad as RG3 neck snapping while his white wife behind.
Worse, bro. You on the Super Bowl? Crazy. You know, bro. Imagine being a white man and you thinking you got a black woman, and then your whole white people thinking, okay, this black woman done accepted us and our white way of doing things, but we see her on the biggest show of the year, crip walking with a Negro. That's just like when Cassie was in court. That white man felt the same way that Cassie's wife felt when it came out in court. Cassie was requesting BBCs. Bitch, that's what you want to be with them Negroes, crip walking. I would have sent her there. We'll be in court right now, just like Cassie's wife. Oh, you like BBCs? Go over there. That's where you want to be. It ain't no BBC over here. Oh, we don't crip walk over here. I don't want to get too caught.
You know why you can't? Know why you can't compare? Know why you can't compare the two? This is why you can't compare the two real quick. But I hear you. But this is why you can't compare the two. With RG3 ridiculing a black woman in a sport and in her own sport that she has been more successful than Robert Griffin has been in his sport. So you can't even talk to me on a collegiate or professional level because you never won no college championship, RG3, and you haven't been as successful in the NFL as I've been in the WNBA. So you're not even qualified to speak on me, number one. And number two, you're not speaking about my game. You're not speaking about my rebounds, my shooting percentages, the records I'm putting up, and what I'm doing on the floor or what I'm doing in business for me to get the coin, the term me bounds, to be on the McDonald's ads, to be on the cover of 2K. You're not talking about that. You're talking about a fake beef with this white girl I already beat for a championship, and you neck snapping and acting like a shenane in front of your white wife. You're feminizing yourself in front of your white wife for white approval for a white audience, because you know this does not placate the black people, and that is completely different than Serena Williams sitting there crip walking, doing a dance from her neighborhood, supporting a pro-black nigga, and dissing a Canadian half-breed who made a lot of black American sneak disses. I'm sorry, you're comparing apples and oranges right now.
Once you marry a white guy, you forfeit your neighborhood ties. You ain't no neighborhood crip at that point no more. You married a white woman.
What about RG3's neighborhood ties?
Somebody say RG3 won a Heisman. I'm not into sports like that, so I don't know.
Robert's right. RG3 did win the Heisman.
Well, there you go. There you go.
That's not good enough. Heisman or a college championship. Give me the.
He only won a college championship. That's equal, bro. We talking about man. We talking about man, bro. We talk about man football and women basketball. You were the best at man football. I don't want to hear if you was even the second best on women's basketball, bro. That's not even compared. That's like saying somebody went to war and somebody went to and went to the gun range. It's not the same. So I see what you're saying. As far as the accolades and the championships, we get you. Professionally and a champion. As a woman, she did her thing. Is RG3 a champion? I don't know. Do a Heisman mean you a champion? I don't think so. So no, but still,
like for college football, a Heisman,
like VIP, MVP.
Yeah. That's like winning an MVP.
Okay, cool. But yeah, you're right. That's what I'm saying. But still, he competed and he made it to the NFL. We can't take that away from the man. He got a right to talk about sports, sportsmanship.
But talk about that. Don't talk about a fake rivalry beef to incite a racial.
Why not? We did it with Magic and Bird. Why we don't? And that's why I want to play the Shaq clip, because I got a lot of commentary on that. Why we don't hold these women to the same standard as these men? They competing. These women said they want to be equal. Why are we so insistent on treating these women different?
Can I tell you why?
Yes.
Because you're not comparing Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese on a Magic Bird level. And it's funny that it's a lot of us our age saying that, and we wasn't around for Magic Bird, so we speaking on what we think the conversation is going on at the time. And number two, the reason why that's a terrible conversation is because trying to act like that's a rivalry in the WNBA is letting me know you're not watching the WNBA, because that's like telling me Giannis and SGA, the dude from OKC, are rivals. It's like they don't play the same position or in the same conference. They're not even going to see each other half the year. So why, like, they don't have a rivalry? They do, but it's not the antithesis of the league. It's so many other players. It's like they got this white girl from UConn, Paige Burke. She's been cooking better than Caitlin Clark, and she was cooking back then. We got Juju Smith about to come in from USC. Like, it's a bunch of talent, and the only thing is, like, if all this talent in the WNBA, all the stats, all the accomplishments, this is the best basketball the WNBA has seen as a collective, not as individuals, because you had the ones Cheryl Swoops back in the day, but as a collective. And for real sports aficionados, sportscasters, dudes get paid to talk about sports, to be so lazy and to think that, okay, when I talk about the WNBA, I'm going to grab the low-hanging fruit and keep beating the dead horse and saying the Caitlin Clark Angel Reese rivalry that doesn't exist, instead of talking about what's really happening in the WNBA. That's letting me know you are more of a casual than the people on Twitter, and they're people, and they're actually paying you to talk about sports. It is unqualified opinions from people that the media tells us we're supposed to do qualifications for, because they were able to shuck and job down the sideline. And Trevor Jackson, he did not go to the NFC Championship game. He lost in the NFC wild card game against the Seattle Seahawks in the 2013 playoffs, NFL playoffs. You can look that up. He lost Russell Wilson. Your truth here is some news that said he had to be cooning behind CC. And we're going to play the audio. I'm just going to go ahead and read the last comments. We're going to go ahead and play the clip. My bad. FBA would like trade Jay for the white chick that was chasing Jonathan Majors. That's crazy. Caitlin Clark 3-point percentage is atrocious this season. That's what I'm saying, man. Russell Wilson. Only reason why I'm going to give Russell Wilson pass because he got with Sierra. And he kept her away from Future. So you got to be some type of real nigga for that. If you took Sierra and kept away from Future all these years, something real about you. You know what I'm saying? It's a real nigga genius somewhere in there, bro. We out here. Lenny Trees in the building, man. Lenny Trees, bro, from my city, Duval. Lenny Trees is a funny ass nigga for real. Yeah, man, we popping. We got 62 people watching. Let's go ahead. J Doug, you got the clip ready, or I go ahead and play, right?
Yeah, you should be able to play it on your end. Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on.
Make sure you slide it all the way back though to the beginning.
Yeah.
Now just hit it.
Oh,
another monkey post about my girl Angel Reese. I'm punching your fucking face. Okay? It's enough. Like, I don't usually do stuff like this, but just stop it, bro. You got your job, you got your podcast, leave my Angel Reese alone. I'm the one calling her and telling her not to respond. Fucking stop it. That's the last time. Okay? Thank you. Sorry about that.
By all means. By all means.
Yeah, you needed to take your time and say that. I'm curious to know, like, what just with the whole conversation that's been happening around RG3, Angel, her.
Hey, pause. Salute to Shaq for for the baddie right here on the microphone, man. Shaq know what he doing, man.
They got their own podcast. He on their podcast. He not on his own podcast.
Hey, it don't. Hey, he knew where to go.
Yeah, he got them. He and that's what I wanted to say too. Before we get, he played this very well, and he know what he did this at, and he played it at the right time. And I think they probably rushed and did it. He said, "Yo, I'm finna spit at RG3, but we're gonna do a bullshit interview around it."
Hey,
I don't know how this happened, but it was just perfect.
We wouldn't be seeing these fine sisters if it wasn't for Shaq. And Shaq waited till he got around the hose to start talking crazy and crashing out on some tough guy shit. Salute to Shaq.
Well, I'm married. I'm not allowed to call no women fine, but yeah, I see what you mean.
Oh yeah, live through your boy, man. I got you. Let's get this clip rolling.
Her hatred towards Caitlin Clark.
She's supposed to hate her. So what?
Yeah.
I hated the Clippers. I hated the Celtics. It's not real hate. If you look around what's going on in this real country, that's hate. This is sports. I'm not supposed to like you. I don't want you to like no other people's podcasts. Fuck them all. Competition. That's what the world's built on, competition. Like, first of all, let them girls, like, leave them alone.
Yeah.
Like it's a shame. It's a shame that all the stuff you did in your life, you're going to be remembered for your podcasts. You're going to be remembered for your podcasts. That should tell you you're not that fucking great. I don't want to be remembered for Shaq's Bit podcast. I do not. So, like, leave those girls alone. You already spoke on it. Let it go.
RG3 seems to have this strange fascination with Angel Reese, or connection to the spotlight and attention that it brings, or who it brings those things from. I know now I don't get to speak on someone else's Black experience or call something self-hate when I don't know how you truly connect to the community or the culture, or I can't assume that you see yourself in the thing that you push back against. But this one should have been easy. Angel Reese, this young, beautiful, talented, hardworking, successful Black woman who is on an absolute tear in the WNBA, who has an opportunity now to unveil her own shoe, is depicted as a monkey in this graphic. A graphic I only saw on his page. So now his millions of followers can see this, and it should be easy to defend her against such deplorable hate and racism and bigotry and evil. But he couldn't do that. He had to make himself both the victim and the hero of this story. He had to mention that Angel Reese did something to him instead of acknowledging what he initially did to her. He had to be the champion again for Caitlin Clark, I guess, against the young, angry Black woman by lying on her and her inner circle. So now Angel Reese, who should be in a celebration and trying to ignore the noise of all the evil and attacks that she feels every single day, has to come out along with her mother to shut down these lies and accusations from RG3. This should have been a situation where he comes out as human and says, we have to stop this. Because by his own admission, he says, if you don't support people that don't look like you, then you're a part of the problem. Let me be clear. If you never support people that look like you, you are also a part of the problem. God made us with the responsibility for inclusion and compassion and empathy and love for all people. We also have that same responsibility for our people. I know people were mad that I apologized for my initial statements, but I wanted to make sure people had clarity about what I was saying. But while we're on apologies, we all owe Rob Parker an apology, because though he was early, he was right about RG3.
I told you. I told niggas. I told you. I said that earlier. Matter of fact, I said that earlier, bro. I said it earlier. I was like, bro, we had people call out RG3 earlier in his career, and they were just reporting on what was being said around NFL circles. They were just repeating the sentiments that were said around the NFL circles, the locker rooms, and to punish a journalist just because he don't want to lie and act like this guy is somebody who he's not. RG3 has been a coon. RG3 has been a milkman. RG3 has been a nigga with a fucked up tape up, a gap bigger than Michael Strahan's, and a bad spiral and janky legs. He's a bum. If we want to be honest, outside of about an 8-game stretch his rookie year, you could say RG3 was a bust. And it even wasn't the organization. He just believed he was some magical Negro that was going to change the Washington Redskins in the NFL. And it turns out he thought he was going to be the next Lamar Jackson, but he was the first and only RG3. And because he was a bum, he has resentment towards younger black athletes who have a chance to rewrite their careers in ways he hasn't before, because he had to go play for the Cleveland Browns and couldn't win in the game. He had to back up and mentor Lamar Jackson because he couldn't get on the field. RG3 is a career bench rider, a pine splinter sitter, and I don't want to hear no unqualified nigga like RG. He wasn't even good as Cordell Stewart. RG3 was a disappointment in NFL, and he makes up his resentment towards his own career with projecting it towards easy and soft targets like black women. Because if he knew he was speaking to a black man the way, or speaking about a black male athlete the way he does Angel Reese, niggas would have came and seen him by now. Niggas, somebody OG, somebody gangster cousin, somebody handler would have went and seen him by now. But he's coming at this young girl that's young enough to be his damn daughter because he knows it's an easy target, and we got to call stuff like that out. We have to.
Yo, what's going on, Terrence? Salute from Mississippi. Thank you for tuning in, bro, off the Facebook.
Yeah, facts. Salute Isaac in the building. Salute Cuz in the building, man. Yeah, people piling in here. So,
listen, quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, and I'm gonna let you add a sport thing because you know more about. I don't know about sports. I don't know whether RG3 was a bust or not. He seemed to be. He was a bust. I feel like he is using this Angel Reese thing for attention, of course. But I want to go to what my boy Nato 89 said. He said, Shaq, that creepy unk, LOL. That's my nigga, though. And I'm thinking, I'm just putting it out there. It may be the BS, but I'm thinking Shaq might have smashed Angel Reese. I'm just saying. I remember when he was on her podcast, and then he started.
That was weird. Yeah.
He was on his podcast. He was talking about, yo, you know what? I got 50,000 for you if I could see you dunking some booty shorts. That's what I heard. You know what I mean? He said something different. He said, of course, oh yeah. What he said, you know what you should do? You should dunk it.
That's crazy, bro. I would never say that. I would never say that.
You ain't gonna never. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Shaq done tried to smash, want to smash, something going on. Either he coming out, he caping for a reason. I know he probably got some ownership in Reebok and he doing his thing. He got that, but I think it's deeper than that. I think he might want to, hit that one time. I'm just putting it out there, you know what I mean? And who wouldn't? And listen,
who wouldn't want to listen, bro? Angel Reese.
Listen. Oh, bro, one more thing. Angel Reese is only making 70,000 in the WNBA a year, and we know how much you think she making from Reebok and Walmart, bro.
Bro, I feel like this, bro. As a man,
so you don't think Shaq, you don't think she'll take 100,000 to let Shaq hit it?
You want to know my real perspective right now?
I want to know what you just said about he wanted to throw the bullshit in there.
No, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it 3,000 with your Team Reese. Angel Reese is an average looking girl. She's okay. She's not ugly at all. She's cool. She's cute. But for the access to the caliber woman Shaq has, I don't see why he want Angel Reese other than some type of lower vibrational fetish or some type of kink. Because there's no reason why somebody younger than some of your kids age, you would be speaking to this way. And it's not like she looks mature for her age. It's not like she looks like some of these women that are just banging. Because some of these WNBA players are fine as hell. Some of these WNBA players, if they tore the ACL, they can be OnlyFans models or whatever, right? Angel Reese don't look like that. So for you to kind of like be speaking to her in these types of different suspect ways, to me as Shaq, I just find it odd and peculiar because there's finer WNBA players than Angel Reese for you to be making these inappropriate comments to a girl that you say is like your daughter. But I will say, after he did make that creepy uncle comment, I will give him props for what he's doing now because he's staying on business. He's letting RG3 know. And this is what I like about Shaq. There's no sports room you're going to be safe in if Shaq got a problem with you. Because Shaq can enter any room he wants to go in. And if he's not allowed, he's Shaquille O'Neal. Who going to stop him? That's like when Mike Tyson was about to swing on the niggas in the ring. And even the police was like this. Even the police with guns was like, yo, if he starts swinging, we all fucked up. Same thing with Shaq. It's like, bro, if RG3 somewhere and Shaq know it, nobody gonna stop Shaq from getting to you. You will be the basketball and the rim. So that's why I appreciate what Shaq said. Because outside all these, outside of this gangster stuff, outside I'm gonna grab guns and my goons. When somebody like Shaq is like, I'm about to put hands and feet on you, you know what's gonna happen. And who's going to stop? No cop is gonna shoot Shaq if Shaq put hands and feet on you. Nobody gonna do nothing. Think about it. Who gonna stop Shaq when he put hands and feet on that nigga?
Nobody. But this is what I'm saying. You saying what old person gonna want a young woman like Angel Reese when there's so many other fine women? I took my glasses off. Even when every time you see me on this show and I take my glasses off, that means Shannon Sharp. Put your glasses back on.
Put your glasses back on. Bro, that was crazy. That was crazy. I was like, bro, listen, I'm trying to tell you, bro. I used to watch the show in the mornings, bro. Like, that was crazy, bro. Cause Skip really told Shannon Sharp, hey, I know you are a 3-time Super Bowl champion Hall of Famer, but your career ain't shit to Tom Brady. I'm like, bro, damn, nigga.
And listen, bro, you know what messed up part about that whole thing? Shannon Sharp turned around and did the same thing to Jim Jones. That's the messed up part about it, bro. You had a person on your show, they were talking about somebody else, and you end up telling this man who got platinum records, who played on. No, we know he's not Tom Brady. Yeah, we know he's not Nas, but you sit up here and told this man, hey, compared to this guy, you ain't shit. The same thing Skip Bayless told you, and you acting like a bitch about.
But you know why? You know why Jim Jones would rather hear it from a Shannon Sharp than a Skip Bayless? You know why Skip Bayless can't say that and Shannon Sharp can? Because Shannon Sharp can say this. Jim Jones, I may not rap, but I was the Jim Jones. I was the Cameron. I was the Nas of tight ends. In my era, I was the Nas of tight ends. I mean, when you talk about top 10 tight ends of all time in NFL history, Shannon Sharp's name is coming up. When Shannon Sharp retired, he was number one in a couple categories before the game advanced passing-wise to where tight ends were getting more targets volume-wise. You know what I'm saying? But if you put a Shannon Sharp in today's era, Shannon Sharp was not only an elite tight end, right? Shannon Sharp was a player who advanced the NFL to what you see today. He advanced the position. That's
I understand. Listen, I understand that. I'm just talking about on the turn. I don't want to get too far off on that.
Yeah, right. All I'm saying is he's more qualified. All I'm saying is Shannon Sharp is more qualified to talk to anybody in any.
Are you trying to say Jim Jones is a bench rider?
I'm not even saying Jim Jones is a bench rider. What I'm saying is this: Shannon Sharp has more credentials being a Hall of Fame guy to talk to anybody else at the top of their field than a Skip Bayless. Just if I'm a Hall of Famer, I can talk.
So you saying because they both played the game, they could talk about each other.
That's it.
Okay, I got you. Okay, that's the difference. I got you. Now I got a better understanding. But I was saying on the just for me looking in, I'm like, when I saw it, I'm like, why is he doing this when he got mad when somebody else, when he was trying to say, yo, I'm that dude too? He got mad when somebody said, yo, you not that dude compared to this dude. But just to go back to what you were saying before, I think Shaq won't Angel Reese because, yes, these older dudes like Uncle Shay Shay, they go after these younger dudes. What Shannon Sharp got any business talking to a woman at 22, bro? and he in his 50s. These dudes go after. You don't see it, Florida Boy J, because you don't like younger women at all. So you don't go after younger at all. But yes, it's 50-year-old men that lusting after these women at 22. And Shaq is probably more than likely one of them. These rich dudes, especially, and he was on the boat with some young girl not too long ago. And you telling me Angel Reese ain't like no dime piece? Yes, bro. Angel Reese is up there with the dimes, bro.
No,
she's funny looking, cute. You know what I mean? She's my OG told me about these type of girls.
Cute. She co-worker cute.
She's funny looking, cute. She look funny, but she's cute.
Bro, you know how many just
she's a funny looking dime.
You know how many just objectively bad bitches there are in the world that you don't even have to go with the funny looking cute bitch, especially if you Shaq. That's my point. So for you to be going lower than what you can get, there's some type of kink or fetish or underlying reason why you're just so particularly fixed on Angel Reese when Jaylen Brown pulled a battered WNBA bitch in Angel Reese.
No, what did she pull up to the game one time with Jaylen Brown and some booty?
And Andrew, Jaylen Brown.
Hey, that was the 10 shots at Shaq. She like, yo, yeah, you gonna pay for these booty shorts, nigga. But I'm gonna walk with Angel. I'm gonna walk with my boy Jaylen with these booty shorts on for the free.
But listen, coworker cute is only something like, bro. Listen, a coworker cute is like you my work crush. Like I flirt with you, but I'm not gonna hit. Like when you look good, I'm gonna gas you up, but you never gotta worry about me trying you when we go out. That's coworker cute.
I don't judge women.
Ain't no Angel Reese is. Angel Reese is. I'm gonna give y'all some game. Listen, games to be. You know what I'm saying? So to be sold, not to be told. But I'm gonna give y'all some game. Angel Reese is homegirl cute, and when I say that, you get cool with Angel Reese because you know she cool with badder bitches in her. So you don't hit Angel Reese. You get cool. You play the brother role and be your best self, and she gonna bring you around her homegirls. And I'm telling you, the coworker cute, the cute but little funny looking cute, they surround themselves with the baddies. So you get friends on Angel Reese because she don't really pull niggas like you. So you friends on Angel Reese, get cool with her. She gonna bring around the other baddies because she trying to show you off. She trying to show her homegirls, look, I get the same type of niggas you get. But it's really cap. And when they ask, you gonna be like, oh, I ain't hit. We just cool. So that means you free game. Now you smashing her homegirls. Angel Reese is conduit cute. You know what a conduit is? It's like a stork dropping off the delivery. She's conduit cute. She's lead me to the batter bitches cute. That's Angel Reese. She ain't cuffing cute. She is conduit cute.
See, Florida Boy J living that light-skinned nigga lifestyle. See, me, once you bad, once you look good, you look good. Boom. That's all we need. We ain't worrying about the batter friend. We ain't worrying about the other baddies. We got you. We finna get you. And if we get another one, we gonna get another one. And then we gonna just knock them as they come. We not gonna play that game. Not the long game. Nah. You look good, boom. Angel Reese look good. That's all we need. You say Angel Reese a 10 out of 10 easy. Yeah, that's all we need. We ain't looking for we ain't gonna get Angel Reese and talk about what lotto at. No.
What? Oh, hell no. Bro, give me lotto 7 days out of the week. If I went to Super Lotto.
But that's what I'm saying. If I get Angel Reese, I'm not going to be talking about where's lotto. I'm going to just get Angel Reese.
If I don't get lotto, bro, listen. If I'm looking at lotto, bro, I ain't looking at no damn Angel Reese. We talking about AAA and Major League. We talking about AAA and Major League.
I'm looking at both. Whichever one fall first, that's where we go.
All right, man. What we got for next topic, man?
Well, let's go to the Clipse, man. Let's get into some hip hop. Cause this turned to Chatty Patty and
the tea time. Yeah, man. Let me scroll up real quick and let me put this up on there. Add to the stage. Hold on, let me remove this off real quick.
Shaq might have hit.
All right, man. So we had a conversation. Lotto looks autistic, man. Blackman Bane, stop playing, man.
Lotto, Black man, you lying to yourself, bro. Lotto is a dime. Y'all be like, well, I don't know what time, but y'all what post y'all women, bro. That's why niggas be talking about women, post your women, bro. Let me see what y'all be working with because y'all be having so crazy.
And J Doug, see, that's why you feel. See, that's why I like doing the show, so I know me in real life. Cause see, I can speak on women because niggas in the scene. So it's like, yeah, when I
you good. I was talking about niggas talking about Lotto look artistic. I want to see your woman, man. Cause Lotto is you better have a Mariah Carey young. He say Mitch Horse grow up on trees, grow up. What? That's your boy Batman Bay. That's my nigga Batman Bay too, but that's your boy.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I'm trying to focus on the goddamn. So real quick, mixed race whores grow on trees, grow up. Man, listen, dog. Listen, like Black Me Bane, you gotta see. Let me see how many you got, man. Listen, I ain't even about Lotto being mixed race. It's just we gonna compare Lotto to Angel Reese. That's just not something we can really compare. That's all I'm gonna say.
I mean, when you compare, I'm saying they both is a dime. A dime is a dime is a dime is a dime.
Man, Angel Reese, if Angel Reese went in WNB, and listen, she cool. I ain't gonna trip on it. But yeah, so Clipse album came out, man. Listen, I ain't gonna cap. I want
to hear this. You need to put this on widescreen. I want to hear this on widescreen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cap. I was not disappointed in the album. The bars were barring. The fact that we are coming out of this album with a narrative nobody could have predicted, and that was, did Malice rap the best on this album? Did Malice outperform Pusha T on this album? The fact that that was the conversation is telling you how good the album was. The production did not miss. Malice's bars did not miss. Pusha T's bars did not miss. The features did not miss. Now, was it something that, okay, was it a 10 out of 10? Was it a 5 mics? No. But I'm going to give this album a good 4 mics. 4 out of 5 mics.
Malice was rapping like, I'm gonna get the comment because I want this video to be right. Let me get the
let me just go through. Clipse always been jamming. Yo, truth is definitely chick about hey, social status elevates to dime. Most guys will never ever concur girl that caliber 10 out of 10. Yes, Malice did it. The DJ Clue tags and laughed at it for me. That's what I'm saying. The Clue thing then for real gave Clipse his best instrumentals. Yeah, man. So J Doug, you know, that's just my knee-jerk reaction. Go ahead.
Number one, Malice rapped the whole album like he had restraints on him. They get on widescreen. They get a little like widescreen. That's
for sure. Hold on.
Yeah. And then when we get to the track list, we'll go. Malice was rapping like he got restraints on him, bro. I don't feel like he was really being himself. It really wasn't the Eclipse album that he need. The beats, the production was overwhelming. I don't need 12 tracks of Pharrell production, bro. No. And if we comparing this album to the last Pusha 3, the last 3 Pusha T albums, this album sucked, bro. When you talking about My Name Is My Name, Daytona,
Almost Dry.
This wasn't it, bro. This wasn't the Daytona, you put it in, you didn't turn it off. It's Almost Dry.
It was 7 songs, bro. It was 7. I'm sorry, I gotta go with Nerd Nash. It's 7 songs, bro.
Because Jay did it. Because Jay gave him the formula, and he should have stuck with that. We didn't need 12 tracks of that bullshit.
Everybody can grab 7 records and make a class.
Yes, that's what we need.
Because you don't have enough songs to grade. Most great projects we love only got 7 real bangers on it anyways. So because he cut 4 to 5 records we probably didn't need and gave us 7 songs, now we got the most albums.
Bro,
we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't. And on top of the fact, like, what is there to complain about? The beats were fire. You gave us DJ Clue ad-libs. You gave us goddamn Nas verses. You gave us Stove God Cooks. You gave us Biggie flows. You gave us big Pusha T came on with Biggie flows. Malice said I was both Mason Beffords. What the fuck are you talking about? What more do you need to hear than what these niggas laid down on the microphone? The beats that was on there, the Chains and Whips, Kendrick Lamar features. What more do you need? Do you need the album to make you levitate off the ground and walk on water? You let me know.
These niggas wasted a Dream feature.
A Dream? That's what...
Like, it's the Dream. Pusha T have a classic with the Dream. I ain't going home unless I got my 40 acres. That was a classic record. How do you, bro? This album, it seemed like Pharrell would just crowbar himself in songs where he wasn't even needed.
No. You have Pharrell curating the sound. You got Stevie Wonder.
That's a trash sound.
You got Stevie Wonder on track 1. You got I think Lenny Kravitz on like track 3 or 5, like playing the guitar strings. Like, this was a high production album. Like I said before, I wanted this album to sound, the last Dream we did, I said I want this album to sound like a Watch the Throne. I want this album to sound like a Life After Death. I want this album to sound like expensive caviar raps, because there's only a certain demographic of rappers who can do it, with or without Kanye. No matter what you think, this goes under the Watch the Throne sound. This goes under the Life After Death sound, where this is expensive rap. This is big budget sound. These are expensive bars. These are life experiences that both people are telling you. This isn't no rap from no 20 or 30-year-old. These niggas is pushing 50. These people aren't even talking like the weight they're pushing. I'm talking about, I've seen corporate America dudes talking about, after I listened to this Clip album, I was really considering putting some work in the streets. It hit me like,
not more than any other put.
Bro, work over the week. It was people went to work on Friday and Monday, and today on Tuesday playing this Clipse album. It was like, you know what, dog? This is hitting so hard. I might be able to wiggle an ounce or two of weed outside. Like this album was inspirational.
I did not hear it, bro.
And being in the era of drug user hip hop, when you get some drug dealer flows, when you get some real, we was moving bricks in 96 flows, we was moving weight in 08 flows, you have to appreciate that nostalgia, because that is a dying breed of hip hop right now. With all the niggas who can't put down the cup, or we moving the cup.
Poor boy Jay. When we heard that, it is almost dry. And it was a track on this album called Let the Smokers Shine the Coupe. Do you remember that track?
Yeah, fire.
The beat. Get him. If money is the rival, let the smoker. The beat, bro, it wasn't nothing on there that would make you be like, listen, and I'm not going to hate. Whips and Chains, that's fire. That is fire. I feel like, this is what I feel for the boy Jay. So be it. The first single, Whips and Chains, 4 other tracks, throw Tyler the Creator, the Dream track, and all that on there if you want to. 7 tracks, this would have been a classic. Yeah, 2.5, bro. This is not it. Whips and Chains saved the album, bro. Kendrick saved another album. He saved Future album, and he saved the Eclipse album.
You can't say he saved Future album. You cannot say that one verse saved that. That was one of Future's better albums.
Would that album would have trended as hard without that K-Dot verse?
Bro, that K-Dot verse kicked off that was like a Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather boxing announcement. So that's completely different than what that album gotten hyped. The quality of that album was going to stand on his own regardless, just like all the other Future albums. But to try to say that Kendrick saved that album when Chains and Whips, as cool as that verse was, that's not one of the first songs I go back to on that album. Like I said, POV with Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator really rapped his ass off on that song. Tyler Creator did his thing. We want to talk about
the one with Tyler the Creator. I'm saying Tyler the Creator, FICO, the other 3 singles,
Inglorious Bastards, And Glorious Bastards went crazy.
And that would have been the album, bro. Everything else, bro. A couple stuff couldn't. Even the song with him, I'm like, why is Pharrell on the end of this? Or why Pharrell got a little part? Or why he just
the last song?
Why do I hear Pharrell? Period.
Okay,
on a couple songs.
I will say this: I didn't really like Pharrell's chorus on "By the Grace of God." I love the verses, but I didn't really need Pharrell singing on like the church hymns. So I will be objective and say that I do think that Pharrell could have pulled back a little bit. I didn't need him to get his P. Diddy on. I didn't need to get his Swamp Izzo on as far as, hey, I'm the producer and I want to dance all on the radio, dance all on the single. I didn't really need that because I feel like Pharrell, I mean, has he done that before? Yes, but I don't like the way he did it this time. And because you had the DJ Clue drops, I feel like you should have leaned more into that than lean into Pharrell singing on the hook or just making himself over visible on a Clipse album. That is one critique I do have, that he did make himself over visible. But yeah, hey, Nardo 389, that's what I'm saying, bro. His album was fire. I ain't gonna call it.
I'm gonna call you, ask you a question real quick for the boy Jay. Like I said at the top, on the last 3 Pusha T albums, include this one, number 4. What do this one fall at? I would say 3. I would say Daytona, Almost Dry, the Eclipse album, My Name Is My Name. But it could be 4th. But it's definitely not better than those 2 albums. I know that for a fact. It was underwhelming to somebody who been listening to Pusha T religiously, bro.
I'm gonna put Daytona, Let God Sort Him Out, My Name Is My Name, and Almost Dry at 4th. My Name Is My Name at 3. This at 2. Daytona at 1.
We ain't even talking in the same language, bro. You telling me Almost Dry was just as good as Daytona, bro?
I like this better than Almost Dry. Longtime Clipse supporter, comparing Push and Malice versus I Can't. They're rhyming from 2 different perspectives. Talk your shit, Dougie Fresh. Dude really said this was a Jay-Z blueprint when Rakim and Nas already put out 9 album songs. This is a pretty good point. J Doug, a certified hater, Super Saiyan Troll Baby. That's crazy. Super Saiyan Troll Baby is crazy. Tyler Creator even killed it. That's what I'm saying, brother. Dream sung all that. Dream not all that. Yeah, I think Dream had a forgettable part.
Bro,
J Doug hates it.
Let me tell you, when do the Dream get misused? The first time Dream was on Pusha T album, they had a classic record. I'm not leaving without my 40 acres, bro. That was a classic. When I saw the Dream, that was one of the first songs I went to. I'm like, what is this? What is this? That's what I thought, bro. The Tyler, whatever, the Nas it's good rap, but I'm looking for something. I'm looking for Daytona. I'm looking for Almost Dry. I'm looking for something that it was missing something for me, and it was missing the Kanye production. I don't care what anybody say. It wasn't there. Even when you had Almost Dry, it was Ye and Pharrell production on the album. But Pharrell was making these like fake Ye beats on Almost Dry. You would have to literally go look at the credit and be like, who made this beat and who made this beat? It wasn't clear. But we knew that Pharrell produced Neck and Wrist Don't Lie. And Chains and Whips is just like the secondary version, like the remix to me of Neck and Wrist Don't Lie. But it's fire.
Yeah.
It's fire. I like it. I like that song. I like what Kendrick did with it. And I want to point out to people, Kenny, once again, didn't give these niggas no shine. He didn't come out to the video. He didn't support FBAs. He wasn't real hip hop. We got Drake pulling up to Compton with Game doing interviews. We got Drake going to Memphis with Block Boy JB. We got Drake all in Atlanta doing video, but K-Dot, bitch ass, he too good to come out and do videos with niggas. I want people just to take note. We always ignore stuff when it doesn't work in our favor. Just take note of it. You don't have to hold it against the guy. Just take note. He do not show love.
Why would you say he doesn't show up?
He don't show up to people videos, bro. You not Jay-Z. We don't have Jay-Z show up for Khaled. This nigga act like he too good to show up to a video for the Clipse. This nigga act like he too good to show up to a video for Future. Every time
like Drake did for
Drake. Bro, listen, Drake
he didn't show up for Tony Montana, and he begged to go on the remix.
Drake show up for who he need to show up for, bro. Drake show up 8 out of the 10 times. Kendrick show up 1 out of the 10 times. That's some whole shit, bro.
This not even.
You ain't too busy. You ain't Prince, bro. You not bigger than Drake, nigga.
Yeah, he is. He's on a world tour. He's bigger than Drake.
Here, bro.
He's bigger than Drake.
Get out of here, bro.
He's bigger than Drake.
Not bigger than Drake.
He's way bigger than Drake. It's over with.
You crazy.
Yeah, you say, listen, if he saved both albums, if he saved both albums, and he's bigger than Drake, because Drake couldn't save both albums. Bro, so he's bigger than Drake. You making my point. For grace of God, it was a good closer. Yeah, it was a good close. I liked it, and I understand the third Clipse, and I love the whole song. It's just the Pharrell chorus. I felt like we could have had a better chorus. Nigga said counterfeit hating is crazy. I think Pharrell is trying to do the most because he was doing it alone, no chat this time around. Good point. I'm just gonna go through the rest of these comments. We're gonna go to the next topic. Pusha T solo albums are fired. Exactly. This is not a Pusha album. P Diddy on the whoa. Crazy. Almost Dry came and went. Yeah, that's what Almost Dry came and went to me. Classic. I'm not gonna call it album classic. Yeah, Almost Dry came and went to me. It was disappointing from Daytona. That's why it's forced for me. Did you like the Dream on Kanye's 7-hour project? No, he didn't bring no game. Pharrell did. Thank you. Dream's been on a bunch of shit we didn't give a fuck about. So let's stop acting like the Dream is some.
Hold on. What we didn't give when Dream was on Life of Pablo, he did his thing, did he not? He was on the end of Father Stretch My Hand.
Oh, look, that was cool, bro. Come on, bro. We can't. That was cool.
So no church in the wild was just cool, right? That was just cool,
bro. That
40 acres was just cool.
Yeah, it was just cool, bro. You not the Dream, bro. He can write great songs, but he don't vocally perform so great where we gotta stop what we doing and be like, oh, look what the Dream did. Fuck that nigga. Dream is overrated, bro. He's cool with songwriting, but we're not gonna act like the Dream out here vocally performing. Like, I'll let you say Kid Cudi before I say the Dream on a vocal performance. Maybe on a songwriting tip, we're talking about the Dream's vocals just made that record. Nigga, you can't name me 5 records. He just came in and sprinkled his sauce on. We'd be like, oh my God, the Dream just, if it wasn't for his vocal performance on that song, it just wouldn't have hit the thing. Fuck that.
Y'all don't love music, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man. He was on tour, loser. Yeah, he was on tour. That's what I'm saying. Kendrick on an international tour.
He's on tour, bro. Bro,
300.
You can fly private to shoot a 30-minute set, bro.
Hey, you want that
time to shoot his video?
You want that nigga to shoot a video? You want that nigga to shoot his verse on the iPhone and send it over?
See, y'all. That's what I'm saying. I'm like Drake. Y'all niggas better not ask him for no more favors. Let's go. Hey, yes. Y'all better not ask for no more favors, bro. Because he's tired of this ungratefulness, bro. I feel him.
This was about to pop it. Yeah. The chorus made me think a little. Yeah, it just wasn't like the final bars on the first verse. Just to hear Pharrell singing that dumbass hook on that last song is my biggest issue with the whole album. Was like we could have had a more gangster verse. We could have had no verses. They should have just rapped. Father Stretch Man.
I think the album would have been better if they would have did scattered production, bro.
Yeah,
they should have got production from everywhere, bro. You just bro. It's just like
last 3 years. I can't go that far. I ain't gonna go that far. Best album last 3 years. I ain't gonna go that far. J Doug, I'm not going that far.
That's why I'm trying to figure out what do y'all. You telling me this second on Pusha T say Dream song skip this lane?
Hey, to me, I feel like this.
That was a necessary.
Is this album of the year, right?
No.
If I feel like this is going to go up there for album of the year, but because I think that I don't think GNX was a part of this Grammy cycle, or this award cycle for real, I think by the time the Grammys come around, I think GNX is probably going to win most of, not all of that award season accolades. But I think the way Pusha T, Clipse, and Pharrell have, like I said, done the press run, done the media tour, got with the right podcasters, the right curators, the right tastemakers, they are doing a Grammy campaign rollout to compete with GNX. And the reason why I will point that out and that I like that is just because Kendrick dropped GNX doesn't mean the rest of you rappers got to sit here and let him just sweep the awards. Even if he does, you can still put up forth an effort and a positive effort, because you can even have Kendrick on an album. It's competitive, positive hip hop where it's like, we fuck with you too. It's not a beef. Like, you can get on our album, we'll get on yours, but I'm going to make sure that we still present a project that can stand up to GNX. And I will say this, Let God Sort Them Out can sit right next to GNX. If you want to talk about quality production and enjoyment levels, I will say that this project is good enough and the press run was perfection that when it's all said and done, you can sit this next to GNX and we can have a real conversation.
Yeah, I agree with that, because GNX and Let God Sort Them Out was both lackluster. So yes, they can both be considered.
Oh my God.
As far as what we working with right now, yes,
I gotta take another. I'm sorry, I gotta take another.
Yeah, because I haven't. I mean, hip hop is so dry right now. Matter of fact, let's just get to it. Jack Boys was better than Let God Sort Them Out. Oh yes. Oh, I was turning up, my nigga. Oh, I was turning up, bro. That was the classic Travis Scott shit, bro. It what I expected. I'm not no Travis Scott listener. You said listen to it, I listened to it. And when I first listened to track 1 to the end, I was bouncing, bro. I was feeling good.
You know what?
I got like bored listening to the clips. I don't know if it was too. First, I did think it was too many songs. Like I said, Kanye got him down to a formula that he should have stick to. He didn't stick to it. He lost. That's whatever. But Jack Boys, well, I got the what's your face for Jack Boys too.
Yeah, let's put that up there because I hear what you're saying, but I feel the opposite about Jack Boys. I feel like because you didn't have, because to me, this is what I say about Travis Scott, right? The way people look at Kanye and Drake is the same way I look at Travis Scott, right? Where Travis Scott, Drake, and Kanye are hip hop artists. And when I say hip hop artists, is that you are a face for a collective of 20 to 40 people. You're just the face. Like Kanye, you are the presenter of the work, but it's probably 20 people who is working with you to present this work. Like Drake, OVO Sweatshop 40, the Ghostwriters. It's about probably 20 to 40 people that work and curate everything you present. And I'll put Travis Scott on that level too, where I'll say this, but this is why I will put Kanye and Drake over Travis Scott. Kanye West is a Hall of Fame prolific producer, right? Drake, even with ghostwriting, he is a prolific songwriter. Regardless of who, if you know what I'm trying to say, is like they'll get the reason why I give Kanye and Drake props is like even if they get help, they have undeniable talent. Just because you do things to fill out the rest of the painting doesn't take away, right? But with Travis Scott, I don't have a lot of great production skills the way Kanye has to give him, oh, he's a great producer. And I don't have enough bars to be like, okay, he can rap good enough to where I'll take his ghostwriting. So to me, he's definitely a face of a bigger machine. So when I say that, Mike Dean and him aren't on the same page, right? His last album, Utopia, was really Yeezus. It was his version Yeezus, and half of those songs were Yeezus throwaways. Like he like redid Black Skinhead. And what's that song? I forgot, I could pull it up. But it was like a lot of those songs were supposed to be on like the original version of Donda, Turbograph 6. You remember a lot of those Kanye albums that didn't come out right after Life of Pablo, but before Donda, right?
Yeah.
a lot of those Life of Pablo throwaways, Donda throwaways, and tracks in between is what Travis Scott used for Utopia. So, and that fell flat. So for the fact, so for the, you feel me? That wasn't Astro Order at all. So for the fact that Mike Dean is now removed, Kanye West is now removed, and this isn't a cohesive album. It sounds like a playlist from your subsidiary label, which is Cactus Jack. When I heard this, it sounded all over the place. The sound was not cohesive. When you say it's a Travis Scott production, I'm expecting a cohesive mood, a sound, and a theme. I don't want it when even Jack Boys 2, because he had Quavo, the Migos, and was introducing a lot of us to Pop Smoke. It was a certain sound that he had on that album that was still new. It was fresh. It was around the curve. Right now, when you remove, like I said, a Mike Dean and the Kanye West production, you have to fin and do things on your own. You don't have a lot of throwaway records. Right now, it's exposing the bare bones of Cactus Jack, and it is exposing the limits and how far Travis Scott can go on his own, which isn't that far, because this doesn't sound like a Travis Scott project. This sounds like a B-grade throwaway mixtape, and that's what I got of it.
You sound like you saying the exact same thing that I'm saying about Pusha T project. To me, tracks like Dumbo that I heard, those would no. Oh, that's
my bad. Let me remove this off stage.
The tracks I heard like Dumbo, and let me see what else I heard that I liked it. MM3 was one of my tracks, and the one with Playboy Carly. What was you? Listen, bro. Yeah, those was some joints. Those was some joints where you like, yo, I feel like these are gonna be in people playlists. Now, I'm not no Travis Scott guy, so ain't no Travis Scott project that I heard that I felt like was, oh, I'm finna put this in and it's finna be no skips. I felt like that about Pusha, bro. It was right. When you got 3 albums where I don't give you no skips, and then you give me an album where I feel like it's a skip here. I'm just not feeling it. I don't know what it is. I just didn't feel it when I heard the Clipse album. I know what it was. It wasn't a Ye production. And with this album, I feel like with Travis Scott, I wasn't really expecting nothing from Travis Scott. And the tracks I heard, I got about 3, maybe even 2 tracks that I got that I'll go back and listen to. But I don't listen to Travis Scott anyway. But Pusha T, that was the disappointment. You say this wasn't a Pusha T album. Yeah, but still, Pusha T was the lead on the album. He was damn near leading every song. He was leading every single.
Okay, this is what I'm going to say. The reason why you see people like like this Clipse album that just dropped, because regardless if it was Kanye production or Pharrell production, you are providing a familiar sound that your audience expects and wants from you at a high level. You know,
and that might be why I'm going wrong, because I never liked the Clipse. Okay, I only liked the Pusha T when he got with Ye.
Okay, so from somebody who liked the Clipse since grindings, from somebody who liked Pharrell, like that. For me, I'm just speaking personally. Somebody who liked Pharrell production before I even knew who Pharrell was or knew that he was producing these songs when I was a kid. I just knew a lot of my favorite songs had a sound. When I got old enough to realize who made them, I'm like, damn, one dude made most of my favorite songs growing up, right? Like even Right Here remix SWV, Pharrell produced that. Use Your Mind SWV, Pharrell produced that. So it's a bunch of songs that aren't even rap songs that Pharrell has had his fingers in hands and fingerprints all over, right? So when the Clipse are saying, hey, we're going to give you that sound you like with a nostalgic feel and is at its highest peak, is what fans want. Just like Drake fans say, oh, you're going to give us, say if Drake said, we're going to give you Take Care, Nothing Was the Same, that 40 underwater sound. Drake fans would call that album a classic before we hear it. That's what Pharrell in this Clipse album did for that, and it delivered. If Travis Scott said, hey, I'm going to drop a bunch of Astro Thunder, Coffee Bean, 365, if he's going to drop a certain sound of an album, that's in his catalog, his fans will clamor to it. But when you're trying to drop something that isn't resonating to the nostalgia of your brand, it's going to be harder for people to your core to connect to it and to the skeptical casual fan to connect to it. And if the core fan doesn't find a connection or a sound that they identify with, then it's going to be a flop. So when I say this Cactus Jack, I like the Saw Baby feature. I liked a lot of the features on it, but I didn't like that Glorilla record was terrible. They tried to do the Barrington Levy Shine shit. That was horrible. What I'm seeing with this Travis Scott thing is that it is no direction and it is lacking a cohesive sound that is letting me know that if you don't have Mike Dean on the keys, cleaning up your fucking lack of production messes, or Kanye sending you throwaways, where Mike Dean is perfecting the Kanye West throwaway that you're just singing throwaway verses on, who are you? The longer Travis Scott goes in his catalog, the more we're seeing that you were just propped up by industry experts, veterans in the music industry. Like I said, for the Mike Deans, the Kanye's, to the Sci-Hi, the Prince. You know, Sci-Hi, the Prince wrote for Kanye and Travis Scott. Sci-Hi, the Prince wrote that record. What's one with him and Drake? Sicko Mode. Sci-Hi, the Prince wrote Travis Scott's Sicko Mode verse. So for the same person to write your verses that Kanye uses, right? And use the same engineer Kanye uses, even the same throwaway verses Kanye uses. Now, when you come at Pusha T, when you say, oh, Kanye should get credit for Pusha T, you should put that energy on Travis Scott. Because we know Pusha T writes his rhymes. We never heard Kanye using Travis Scott bars for no album. Maybe a vibe, maybe a sound, maybe a melody. But you got to put that smoke you put on Pusha T for the Kanye credit, you got to put that on Travis Scott, to me. If you're a real Kanye, you're a real Yeezy nigga.
No, like I say, both of them is lacking that Yeezy feel. Because, you know, I feel like Yeezy, he just don't let that BS come out the studio. He make them go in there and redo it. But this is what I'm saying. Yeah. And somebody in the comments said, what is my favorite Pusha T song? He say, what is his favorite Pusha T song? Just curious. Listen, the whole Daytona album, the whole except that song that he did on the album with Lil Uzi on Almost Dry, I could have did without that. I don't know what that was about. I could have did without that. But the whole Almost Dry.
That's another. I'm not gonna jump. That's another reason why I can't put Almost Dry past Daytona. My Name Is My Name, and goddamn Let God Sort Them Out. And not just because of that Uzi, but you know how My Name Is My Name hit, bro.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. I'm gonna let you cook.
But I still like Almost Dry, just not that one song. That just one. I don't know why he put that on the album. That was crazy. And it might have been another one, but other than that, the whole album was fire. But Pusha T, I'm just a big Pusha T fan, and I just wasn't feeling it. And I liked the singles. I liked it. The first single, the Pele Ella Vodka. I liked that shit. I just like the joke on it.
Hey, remember when Trevor Jackson said last week? He was like,
I like Pele Ella Vodka.
Oh, hey, yo, hey, I don't like the little OG. Hey, I told Trevor, I said, hey, that's that pension. Hey, that's that pension, but that's I've been getting money. Hey, I'm spending, hey, Trevor Jackson spending 20s from 2001. So I
didn't even know that was a thing. I ain't even heard no Pele Ella Vodka.
Yeah, Trevor Jackson said, nigga, I got a case of that at the house right now, brother.
To be honest, I've been listening to that for the last 2 weeks. Waiting for Akasha, reaching for Akasha. You will die at the altar. That shit was raw. I ain't gonna hate. That shit was raw. That song,
bro,
in front of my snow globe. Had to. That's what I'm saying. If the album would have been condensed, bro, it would have been a classic. I can see
FICO is crazy.
FICO. No, I'm saying, listen. They could have had FICO. The other 3 singles, Tyler the Creator, Nas joint was cool, and one other them joint, it would have been a classic. It was just too much. 12 tracks, even if it was 12, 13 tracks, it was still too much.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm being objective about this album. out of all the fire beats on that album, I feel like y'all should have put Nas on Fight Club. Y'all should have put Nas on something more like, I like the Nas feature, but I feel like the Nas feature was a little too clean of a record. Like the aesthetic, sonically, the beat was cool, but I don't want to hear Nas on no cool suit and tie beat. I want to hear Nas on FICO. I want to hear Nas on like Chains. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear Nas. What's one EBITA? I want to hear him on that. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear Nas on So Be It. I want to hear Nas on like you know what I'm saying, bro? Like I just don't feel like, and they even gave Nas a beat switch, which the beat wasn't bad. I just feel like I would have much more rather hear Nas. Like I love, bro. That to me, I'm be honest, Fight Code as of today, probably my favorite song on the album right now.
And I'm still like Whips and Chains. That's the best. That's the joint on there. And listen. Yeah, I just don't need Malice right now, bro. That's just the only thing.
Stop, J Doug, stop.
Just don't need Malice, bro. I liked it. Pele Vodka. That was cool. One song would have been cool. I don't even need Malice. It's just like when you gone for so long, it's like, yo, we could did fine with just a Push album, bro.
Bro, Malice's first verse was rapping about finding both of his parents dead. Like,
well, yeah, I like the song like where they were talking about their parents.
The verse.
Listen,
like, let me say this. You can't gas up Andre 3000 the way you do, which is justified because we from the South, so we just have a certain place for Andre. You can't gas up Andre 3K when Malice did the same thing 3K did and still came back to do a group album and gave Andre 3K level bars, and you gonna sit here and tell me Pusha T can hang it up, or Malice can hang it up. Maybe he don't have the same style as Andre 3K because Andre 3K has a lot of words and he's very prolific with the words and illustration of what he's saying. But you cannot tell me that Pusha T and Malice did not overperform, over-deliver, because like I said before, going into this album and coming out of this weekend with the album, the main narrative is that Malice out-rapped Pusha T. If you would have told us this time last week that the narrative was going to be that Malice out-rap Pusha T on this album, knowing Pusha T gave us top-tier bars, then you would have told me last Wednesday or Thursday this album has to either be a certified classic or live up to expectations if the conversation coming out is that Malice out-rap Pusha T. That's all I'm saying. That's like going into a highly anticipated movie and saying, did the supporting actress or did the supporting actor out-act the lead? Did he steal the movie? You can't tell me the supporting actor stole the movie from the lead who performed to expectation and tell me you were disappointed in the movie. You just can't.
That's what I'm saying. It just sounds like Malice had restraints on him. That's all. Other than that, he cool. But I just feel like his style blends in too much with Pusha T. And I feel like with just Pusha T, we have got programmed to the point where we feel like, yo, we getting that Eclipse feel without Malice. And we was happy with that. And I was happy with that at least. And it was cool. That's why I'm saying I could have did without Malice. Me, without the Ye production, I could have did without the whole album. Whips and Chains is fire. I can't take nothing from that. But that's the only thing. And Pele Vodka, that's fire too. I ain't gonna lie like that.
Okay, two questions. Do you feel like what Trevor said, 3K ain't never rap as good as Malice just did on this album? I'm going to disagree with Trevor on that. I'm going to disagree. Andre 3K, bro, I'm sorry, bro. Andre 3K, I'm going to put, like, honestly, Trevor, J Doug, you come from the era when we got our first car, we went to Sam Goody, Best Buy, FIE, and you knew one of the 3 albums we had to buy. One of them had to be Outkast album, right?
Stank on ya.
You had to get one. It don't matter what you got. When you got a car down here, one of the first albums you had to buy was an Outkast album. And I'm saying that because I'm gonna bring up one obscure album. I'm bringing up Aquemini, right? The Art of Storytelling Part 2, Andre 3000 verse. The Art of Storytelling, not one that the casuals know, you know Part 2.
Yeah.
Right? Andre 3000 verse. I'm sorry. I haven't heard a lot of niggas rap like that since 1998. And that's why people give Andre 3000 his props, because even though I don't put him in a high regard as far as ranking, he has certain verses from B-sides that are like, bro, stop playing with that man, dog.
Man, Andre 3000 verse on Life of the Party is better than anything Malice have dropped thus far this year.
I ain't mad at you, man. I ain't mad at you.
And ain't nothing for Malice. Malice doing his thing. I like the Pele Elevaka, but other than that, I wasn't feeling too much else. But that was reaching for a altar. We die at the altar. I like that shit.
And I'm gonna read a few comments before we go to the next topic. That Malice narrative is forced. Pusha T was losing his mind on this album. I don't think it was forced. I think people didn't have as high as expectations for Malice, because even if I agree, push it, then this is why I'm saying that narrative is so rich, and it's a testament to how good the album was. Because the narrative isn't saying that Malice out-rapped Pusha T because Pusha T was underwhelming. We're saying that Pusha T gave us his best bars. And it is some songs on this album where Malice out-rapped Pusha T after Pusha T went first and killed his verse. Where you like, Pusha T smoked it. The chorus come in, Malice come in, you like, holy shit. Like this first track. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that Malice out-rapped Pusha T because Pusha T underwhelmed. I'm saying Pusha T gave us, as expected, delivered bars, and Malice just exceeded expectations based off the fact that we haven't heard him in such a long time. We didn't have a fair expectation meter of his rapping skills. So because you went away, it was more of a shock factor of how good he can still rap. Does that make sense, J-Dub?
Well, Malice been doing his gospel rap stuff too, though. In between time, nobody wasn't paying attention to it. So he been rapping. It's just nobody wasn't paying attention. So I feel like he been keeping his skills up. But I was just thinking, like, dang, ain't that pretty cool? Kanye West can pull Andre 3000 in the booth in the 2020s, bro. Like, who's doing that now? You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah. Finishing the last 4 comments. And we're gonna go to the next topic. Somebody said Big Boy never gets his shine. I agree. Big Boy never gets his shine, because I feel like this. Anywhere you say Andre 3000 is in the hip hop pantheon of best MCs, to me, every spot he gets should just be an Outkast spot, because there are never songs. If you tell me Andre 3000 out-rap Big Boy on certain records, I'm going to point out just many records Big Boy out-rap Andre 3000, on top of the fact that there are certain features Big Boy was doing in the 90s and early 2000s where he was the best rapper on some of these features. Like I said, Big Boy out-rapped Andre regularly. They out-rapped each other, and that's why Outkast was such a great group, because you had 2 elite MCs that could have had their own solo careers out-rapping each other track by track. That's why Outkast is, to me, number 2 behind Wu-Tang. And the only reason why they're number 2 is because Wu-Tang has too many members that have made classic albums that I just can't put 2 guys over 5 or 6. I won't argue with Life of the Party verse of 2020, 2021 be right. Both of them never did it by themselves. Comparing verse not good because they give you 2 different perspectives. And Kanye's jealous and something first, Kanye's piece of trash or whatever. I mean, I feel what you're saying though. 85 South was crazy by Big Boy. Future and Killer Mike got 3K in the booth. You right. Big Boy out raps Jay-Z on Flip Flop Rock. Yeah, I mean, Big Boy, he's just a real MC, and I'm just not going to give Andre 3000 credit. I'm not going to give Big Boy because they're raised under the same tutelage and have the same skills, just different rhyme flows. But to me, they're equal. Like, I'm not going to say Andre's better than Big Boy, because somebody just said, and we're going to go to the next topic. I'm just going to lay my plan right here. Somebody said, what do we listen to more, Love Speaker Box or Love Below when that album came out? when it first came out, I listened to more of Speaker Box, but the
I
older
listen to
I
Love
got,
Below.
I was
Yeah,
about to say, the older I got, the more I start going towards Love Below. To be honest, yeah,
that's pause.
pause, super pause. The older I got, the more I start going to the Love Below. Pause, super pause. Hey, that was a setup.
Andre had a nigga on the Spectrum.
Hey, first time you heard Prototype, that guitar string, I know you was like, oh, nah, this nigga cooking. Yeah. So, what's the next topic? What you want to talk about, man? We got the Drake, the wireless festival. We get through that topic in probably like 10 minutes. So I want to get to this Umar. Listen, this Umar topic you address.
Umar gonna take a while to flush out.
Okay, so let's do
the Paul Pierce. You can run those clips real quick. Yeah. I can get the Umar clips ready, and we can rock out like that. The Drake thing, I feel like is cool, but I feel like we already been touching on Drake.
Yeah, we've already chill out. Say J Doug just skimmed through Jack Boys 2, Travis album Bodies, Clipse, bitch slapping. Bro, it's some slaps on it, but it just, to me, being a day one Travis Scott supporter, like, you gotta understand, Astroworld was a cultural reset.
It wasn't an Astroworld. But to be honest with LD, I did listen to the first 2 minutes of every song on the Astroworld. Because, like I said, I don't like Travis Scott. I don't like turn up music.
Quick question. Did you, because we weren't potting around time, you like Saw Baby?
I don't even know who that is.
Oh my God, man. Oh my God.
Who is that? Is that the guy from Atlanta?
Yeah, Saw Baby. Yeah, bro. He dropped that album.
Oh, he had that song back in the day. Well, he was like a Young Thug impersonator.
Yeah, hit him with the stick.
Hit him with the stick. Yeah, I know that's right.
Bro, listen, I'm gonna send you his last album. He dropped December of last year. When I took, bro, Saheem, you'll fuck with it. If you like Thug, Gunna type vibe, Future type vibe, bro. Honestly, he's like an underground.
Why he been underground for like 10 years though? How you be underground for 10 years and you like mainstream?
Because he independent. Okay. But what you say, Astroglide World? I ain't heard no Astroglide out. J Doug, you heard the Astroglide album?
Nah.
Yeah, I ain't hear. Black McBain must got the exclusives.
That's I Love McConan. He think about
he got the McConan Diddy mixtape exclusively. He got. Let's get this the next topic. Rolling the Paul Pierce. You want me to play it or you got it? Because I got 2 of them.
Yeah, go ahead and play it because I don't got that one ready.
That's cool. It's cool, man. Because I can't wait to get on this. One thing I love more than hating is seeing a bitch contradict herself. As a man who can argue, who might argue with women on a day-to-day basis, when one gets called out and gets cooked and gets a mic drop moment, I low key, we gotta celebrate that because there's a lot of niggas taking L's to keep the peace at the crib. I mean, I've been one of them niggas. I'm not ashamed. We've all been those niggas. So anytime, we got one of our brothers out here, frying some shit like catfish, we gotta we gotta show love. We gotta show love. And here, if y'all know the lady, Dr. Brian, what's her name? Chanel Bryan or something like that? Chantel Bryan?
Cheyenne Bryan. Beautiful, light-skinned woman, looked like somebody that was gonna give the streets headaches. You see her type, J Doug. She looked like the type that, you know what I'm saying, you'll text good for a good week or two, then she'll switch up on you. Got you crashing out. She type fuck up your whole year. Yeah, when you young, but them light-skinned ones like that be the freeze.
That's why I say they'll fuck up your whole year. They'll put it on you and then act like they don't know you. Now you're acting crazy. Dr. Lane. We say, yo, my bad. Dr. Lane Bryant. Did I say Dr. Lane Bryant? I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm tripping. Light skin headache. No offense. FPJ. Hey, listen, I told y'all all the time. Evil, every villain is light skin, especially if she's a woman. Another light skinned villain killer in the building as a moderator. Windstream collab. You already know the time. You already know the vibes. Okay, so I'm gonna get this Lane Bryant. My bad. Whoever this lady's name is, this fraudster, the female Umar of black relationships. Let's roll.
Flip the script on us. We over here.
Reverse Uno.
Man, he sure did.
But it was good. It was insightful.
But we need to find out about what's going on with her. She dating, single.
Dating.
What do that entail for a 42-year-old?
I am dating.
Dating but single.
Enjoying my life. I have really good companions.
How many are you dating right now?
I'm not exclusively committed to anyone, but I have one guy that I have dated off and on for 5 years.
Got her.
We dated for 5 years off and on.
So you was his work for 5 years? You been his work? You still his work?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Now I want to pause this, J Doug. Do you see, and we're going to dissect this. You see the question he asked her, she wasn't prepared to answer that because she's not used to somebody else controlling the script of how she presents herself, right? What he just said. Oh, so you've been his work for 5 years. I'm breaking this down because see what he's doing when he says, oh, you've been his work for 5 years. He's playing to her ego and persona. What he's doing is low key, like saying, like, say me and you talking, and I'm like, oh, that nigga little bro'd you. You're gonna automatically get defensive, right? And be more susceptible to unraveling. So when he said that, her pride kicked in and the unraveling begins. And watch Paul Pierce, because he says something very poignant when he says, I know where you're from. When a nigga say he know where you from, y'all from the same city, that means y'all know the same people. She ain't peep game and fall back. But I'm gonna play it because this is pimping. Nigga, hey, you see what he got on? He ain't come to play.
I know what's going
That
on.
That nigga ain't got no drawers on.
Yeah.
No, free ball.
Take this sheep clothing off.
The wolf teeth coming out. No, we
have
have
somebody's work for 5 years.
We have been each other's companion for 5 years. And yeah, I have spent the block for 5 years. And it's the truth. And he doesn't like it. He's absolutely correct. He feels like I haven't provided.
Oh, your work.
We working together. Okay. We working together.
But you keeping him at bay. Or is he keeping you at bay?
He wants a relationship. He wants to be committed.
You just like the sex.
No. Oh.
Let's keep it 100. How you keep somebody for 5 years?
Now let's pause this, J Doug. So far, you see what Paul Pierce is doing. Paul Pierce is low-key making her devalue her position in her own relationship to force her to expose herself. If somebody starts saying a lot of triggering things to undermine your dynamic in an intimate situation, most humans are going to get on defense, and the way they're going to they won't be able to justify themselves without exposing themselves.
Yeah.
We're going to do this on a surgical level, and I will continue to play the clip.
That's like for real.
I'm gonna walk off one second.
My bad. Go ahead.
At a distance for 5 years.
Oh.
I ain't never.
Jada, what you said, bro?
I'm gonna walk off 1 second. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, do you think?
You don't.
Committed.
You just like the sex.
No. Oh.
Let's keep it 100. How you keep somebody for 5 years? That's like for real. You can't keep nobody at a distance for 5 years. I ain't never done no shit like that.
I am not vitamin D deficient.
No,
everything is good in that department.
No.
He wants a relationship.
She been kept him on the side until she figured out if it's something better. I see where this is going.
He just has some emotional maturity that he had to do. We're 9 years apart. He's 9 years younger than me. And so we both had to work through things, but he's had to work on his emotions and his intense insecurities around being in a relationship.
And you've been waiting on it. Like what's the problem? Why y'all not together?
Just because of that,
So you're waiting on that? No,
I'm not waiting on it, and I don't have him waiting.
So the D is good.
Oh,
let's keep it. I mean, that's what it's like, dude.
And the reason why Paul Pierce is firing this chick up is because you gotta look at it like this, bro. Regardless of what you think about her or her platform, you're out here preaching to women a certain narrative. And this is what people be asking, like, what makes you qualified to say the things that you say? What makes you qualified to speak on relationships and to speak on certain topics? Like, what makes this lady qualified? And not only is the question, like, Bear, what makes you qualified? If you don't have a healthy relationship, then what value does your perspective on a healthy relationship have if you don't have one? How can I be a marriage expert with 3 divorces? She's a sexy red of women's back. Who are we talking about? You must be late talking about Caitlin Clark. She don't look like she sucked dick. Oh my God. Killer, you about to take it somewhere. Killer, you just said something that only a real one like me gonna see. And this is why, you can't go after certain women. Cause see, she look like she too cute to get on the put the mouth on the pole. And when you look like you too cute to put the mouth on the pole, for me, yo, dead bitch walking.
Hey, can we get that
wide? If you ain't listen, Killer might have hit something there.
Hey, no, Killer. Listen, this is what I took from the conversation. She said she was messing with a dude that's 9 years younger than her, Killer. She ain't messing with no dude. She 42. She ain't messing with no dude, goddamn what, 32, 33?
Bro, that's my age. You said a nigga like me cracking?
Bro, you telling me a nigga like you cracking and she ain't gonna eat you up?
Bro, listen. J-Dub, let me give it a buck. A nigga like me cracking Lane Bryant, Janae Bryant.
Put us on the widescreen, bro.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Listen. I'm gonna move this out. Hey, but like you said, I study holeology. Listen, a dude that's my age cracking, what's her name? Cheyenne Bryant, Lane Bryant, whatever her name is. Oh, we running game. We playing her. We got her on a leash. I'm showing her to the rest of my hoes. Like, bitch, you see what I'm pulling? You see what type of game, the uncommon information I'm providing this old broad. She got me in the Sean John fitted with the Timbs, got my rent paid, dreads laid, nigga. She got me the new Jordans. I'm using her as projectile for the rest of my hoes to strive to. I'm using her as an aesthetic tool and a flex tool to make you bitches strive for greater. Because there ain't no way she getting piped down by a nigga my age and I'm acting emotionally immature because I'm trying to cuff this 42-year-old clout chaser.
But listen, you got some nigga, they game is to play dumb. So they playing that, damn, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want with a woman. And he just smashing. Probably got a young girl on the side, smashing her. And he done had her on the reel for 5 years, acting like he can't pull her in. You just too heavy. Nah, bitch, we see you on podcasts. Do your thing, boo. Go out there and act like you know everything about relationships. Do your thing. But when you get over here, you gonna pay how you weigh.
Hey, I feel like he getting the bag and playing broke. When she like, oh, we gonna go do something nice. Hey, nah, baby, no, I'm hustling. I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to get it in. That's the problem. It is not he's emotionally mature. He's financially immature to the men that she's around, like Paul Pierce and Cam Newton, and she giving them the little ass on the side, and she can't be in no faithful relationship knowing that she's now in a higher lane where she could choose up to some of these simp ass ballers. That's why she ain't giving the nigga she been smashing. Because think about it. You've been smashing this man for 5 years. You 40, let's say she 42. So you mid-30, you smashing mid-20-year-old for the last 5 years, and you can't get this young nigga mind right to commit, and you got a bag, you finding some clout, and you tell me a nigga like me, bro, if I'm smashing her for 5 years and she just got on, I'm putting a ring on that and cuff it, right? J-Dub, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, J-Dub. What man would you know of his age in real life that would be talking to her in real life that you want to tell that man, bro, go ahead, put a ring on it, cuff it, lock it up?
It's this thing. I don't really deal with the older women, but if it was her, she looked good. And would I marry her? Not if I'm already getting the box. Not if I'm already getting the cooperation. Not if I'm already getting broke off, bro. I'm playing dumb and slow. I'm black and slow. I'm playing dumb and slow, bro. Trust me. And then guess what? You probably giving her that young hard. See, once she get up with them older niggas, they start talking about, oh baby, I can't really give it to you that hard because I got diabetes. I'm a high blood pressure.
My blood sugar low. I got
niggas start talking all type of stuff.
Hey, old niggas, you know, my arthritis start acting up after 8 p.m. So, you know, if you try to get it cracking, you got to do it while the sun up.
Nigga done got shot, so a nigga bone hurt when it's raining and shit. So with the young niggas, they just pounding her out. Bing, 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 bing all night. So she paying for that young dude. It's hard, especially in 2025, bro. As a 30-something-year-old, if you ain't really got no education like that, it's hard to really to be established, bro, in today's economy. Let's just keep it a buck.
I'm gonna play the rest of the clip, but Paul Pierce is going on a generational run, and I feel like Paul Pierce is a type of nigga that should be speaking on this because he's when he gets in his relationship bag, you may not like his delivery, but he be on his red pill. He be in his red pill bag. And
he's so cool though. He relaxing. He in the pajamas. He's sitting next to a bad bitch, and he did like, so what you like the dick, didn't you? She like she's sitting in the seat squirming. No, we both liked it, the dick. I mean, we both was She don't know what to say. He said we both was taking it. I mean,
bro, you know why you gotta give Paul. You know I gotta show Paul Pierce respect, bro, because like I say, he ain't no regular nigga up on camera trying to speak some red pill. Like his personality on the court is what he's giving you in a podcasting realm of like, you may not fuck with me, but my confidence in what I'm about to say or what I'm about to do is gonna speak for itself. And
but let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you think it's right for him to speak on women? Because when you in the NBA and when you're a professional athlete and when you're over a certain height all your life, you're going to see a different side of women than your average man is going to see. We're not going to see the side of women that Paul Pierce done seen. So Paul Pierce, I do believe, because I didn't really like what he said about the marriage thing, I do believe in some aspect Paul Pierce is jaded because of his particular situation, in which I can still listen to his content because it's warranted for where he's coming from. But I don't feel like it's fair that Paul Pierce put his perspective of women out there when he's seen a totally different side of women that most men would never see.
Okay.
Even some women, even if you know your girl, you don't know how your girl gonna act if she get around a LeBron James type.
You do. You just don't want to. No, niggas know. They just don't want to accept.
You know. They would say, you know how she gonna act.
Know. You know.
But that's not her. That's not her on the average day. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's not an average nigga.
That's what I'm saying. So I just why I said don't fair. I agree with him, but I just don't think it's fair.
The reason why I think it's fair because just like, and I'm not a Paul Pierce, but I've seen a certain level in a lower vibrational pattern of women who are guided by lust that can make me break something down. Like the way Paul Pierce is breaking it down about her and reading her without really knowing her personal story is because the experiences he's had when women get in a bag, when women stop acting like what you see them as and projecting their best self and knowing that, hey, my man at work, pull up. Hey, I told my man I'm on a girls trip, but you just flew me my homegirls out. Like when you're a man who understands the tendencies of women's wants and their desires, their kinks and their needs and stuff, you have a different perspective on how you talk to women and how you treat them. When he's talking to her, he's not talking to her how some of these simp ass athletes who be tricking talking to her. He's talking to her like, bitch, I ain't gonna get you a pair of used Uggs, cause he a Cali nigga. You know, they a little more pimp, you know what I'm saying? So So you can tell he ain't talking to her on no Cam Newton Southern Gentleman shit. He ain't talking to her on some, you fine, I'm cute. He talking to her like you just another 304 from Long Beach. I done heard about you. I know how much you're going for and what is hitting for. So stop playing.
And you gotta know Paul Pierce don't like them old women like her. When he got caught up in that room and he was live with them women, it wasn't no aunties in there.
Blowing that kush.
It wasn't no aunties in there. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, before I finish this clip, he had another clip where he said women over 30 washed and was frying that shit up. Hey, I ain't gonna click because listen, we could do a Paul Pierce next Kevin Samuels Red Pill episode later. But let me finish this clip. We're gonna digest it and we gotta go straight to the Umar because I can't wait to bust this Umar Johnson topic down. Pause because I already know where this is gonna take us, man. So let me
he put on his red pajamas and feel like he's supposed to get spicy tonight.
This is clear.
Oh my god!
I know her. She's from Long Beach. Like, don't try to come with the suit jacket, the boots. She's still and the glow.
You know what I mean?
You still from Long Beach. I'm from Inglewood. I can see that.
I am from San Pedro, a small community in the city of Los Angeles.
I can see through all of that.
Yes, he has great qualities. He does well in all that he does with me. He just emotionally
that ain't what I asked you.
I
asked you about his job and all that.
He does well in all areas.
Okay, she answered that. He does well in all
emotionally.
I don't know. That's a broad question. What all
Paul,
areas?
You're a man, so you answer this question.
I answer.
Emotionally, he goes back and forth from I love you, I want to be with you, I'm mad because you won't be with me, you won't commit to me. And then his insecurities get the best of him. And it's like, I want you, but I'm not sure if I deserve you. I'm not sure that I can facilitate you. I'm not sure that I can be with you. So when I say emotionally instability, it's like him wanting to be with me is concrete. That's not unstable. His emotions in the relationship are just unstable to where as a man, you gotta get vertical within yourself before you can be in a relationship.
Dog, you good with these words.
I am.
I was about to say, what the fuck do you mean get vertical? See, I'm gonna pause this. Give me 20 seconds. I'm gonna go back to the clip. You know somebody or a woman is speaking straight bullshit when somebody says shit that don't apply to anything y'all talking about. When somebody says, J Doug, say you talking to a girl, say me and you talking, right? Say we talking about some shit. Say we talking about the goddamn Houston shit last week, right? You like, hey, and I said, J Doug, you have to get vertical within yourself. You're gonna be like, yo, shut the fuck up. You gonna tell me if I tell you gotta get vertical within yourself, you gonna stop me right after I say that and be like, nigga, what the fuck did you just say to me? You know that don't make no fucking sense, and that don't correlate to nothing that we talking about.
I'm gonna say Paul. When a nigga tell you get vertical, that means Paul.
Hey yo, J Doug, nigga said you gotta get vertical within yourself.
Nah,
nigga, what
bro.
you mean?
Nah.
Hey, hell no, man. We're gonna play the rest of the clip, but I just want us to see the gas. Women say men are the gaslighters, but women are the ones who say, listen, if a bitch told me I had to get vertical within myself, I'm thinking she about to take her pants off.
Bro, to be honest, bro, I don't know why people would listen to a single 42-year-old woman, bro. It just goes back to what we were talking about earlier. The people as black people we choose to give clout is crazy, bro. It just seemed like we picking teams and we picking everybody in the handicap class. We like, yo, we don't want nobody talking who got sense. We don't want to hear from nobody that credible. Antoine Daniels drop a video of man been married for 20 years. Nah, he a coon. He hate women. But we get a woman, Cheyenne Bryant, ain't been married, 42 years old, and fucking on a nigga a decade younger than her. And we somehow thinking she got some type of good information. That's mind-blowing, bro. We in a bad place as black people, bro.
Hey. You are right.
And know why, bro? You know why this is happening, bro? because we let all these people come up, Cheyenne Bryant's, Miss Netta's, Shamir's,
tonight, hold on. Tonight's conversation, let's not forget about those grifting ass niggas, but your relationship experts with no bitches.
That's what I'm saying. We let all these people come up because why? We don't want to hear from the so-called coon. So it's like, yo, so we can. This is my thinking. Black people, they want to drown out the so-called coon. So let's hear from the Shamir's, the Miss Nettas, Cheyenne Bryant, these people, because we don't want to hear from Candace Owens. We don't want to hear from Antoine Daniels. Hell no Jesse Lee Peterson. But
You know why?
Shamir, what you got to say? Young Miami, you got something to add to the conversation? You're like, yo, the joke with Dave Chappelle was like, yo, Ja Rule. We really said, yo, we gonna go beyond Ja Rule. We looking
who gives a fuck what Ja Rule thinks at a time?
Now we looking like, yo, what Shamir think? You know what I mean? What Woody think with his snitching ass?
See, you can't promote a Jesse Lee Peterson and a grifting idea, intellectual property nigga like Anton Daniels, because Anton Daniels stole Aaron's whole flow. You know Aaron who be potting with us?
Hold on. Slow down, Florida J, because you talking about a nobody guy.
Nah.
Aaron.
I got proof and I got loser. I got proof.
Aaron is a loser. How you going? How did you steal a loser style?
I'm gonna move on from that because
no. I didn't want to know, bro. How do you do that?
Because around 2020, 2021, Aaron was on fire on Clubhouse, and to the point that Anton Daniels was seeking him out to come on the platform because Anton Daniels had panel discussions. Aaron was coming on Anton Daniels' show, firing up the panel discussions. Anton Daniels took Aaron's intellectual property, conservative talking points, blocked Aaron, and started moving in a conservative grift. And I seen it in real time. That nigga is a fraud. And you can say what you want. I will leave it on that. And we can continue back on the Cheyenne Bryant. I want to get to the Umar topic. But I will say my piece, not only because I know Aaron personally, but I seen it happen in real time. Just like if you was on the show and me, your homies, like, hey, yo, FBJ, look what I'm on. We was like, I'm like, hey, yo, I'm on Starport. And I seen a nigga who's way bigger than you take your whole fucking style, drop you off their live shit and run with it. I don't give a fuck whose platform I'm on or who I'm talking to. I will always say J-Dub, because when I was watching in real time, J-Dub get that nigga the sauce and block him. I seen it. When I was watching Aaron give Anton Daniels the sauce in real time, I seen it. I seen the block in real time, and my nigga Don Prez can attest to it. If you my homie and I seen some shit happen to you, it ain't no platform I'm gonna get on where I'm not gonna let niggas know what happened, bro. I'm gonna leave it at that.
And I really want to do a little response. I met Aaron, and you don't need much reason to block that dude. All right, that's number one. And number two, listen, Aaron is a dude that doesn't show his face on social media. He's scared for whatever reason. I'm sure he got a good, elaborate reason. He's scared.
He has a really good job.
Yeah, but he's scared. I know it's a reason. I'm just saying he's scared. He's scared to lose his job, period. It don't matter the reason, he's scared. So when you scared and you talk about somebody stole something from you, bro, that's like me saying, like, yo, I'm on the block selling crack, but I'm hiding the crack that I'm selling to people. Either you selling crack, nigga, or you're not. Now, if a nigga get on the block and say, yo, this nigga who pretending to sell crack and they're not really selling it, he on the block, let me take his sack and really push it. I don't believe that's stealing. I believe you was on the block posing, playing, and if you ain't out here on the street, then don't get out here on the street. Don't be getting out here trying to troll and not show your face. Nah. So, yeah, that would Aaron.
Nah, I
don't believe that. I mean, listen, I feel like Antoine Daniels involved, but I watch Antoine Daniels weekly, not daily, but weekly.
All right, well,
I don't see no comparison, period.
Well, I'm gonna
Aaron, not the plumber, Aaron, the goddamn secret stalker. I don't see nothing, no comparing.
I'll just land my plane like this. Aaron is my homie, a fellow collaborator. He's a brilliant mind, has very black credentials that very few of us even have certain conversations with. And I'll say this: if any one of my homeboys, homegirls that I got in the mud with, created content with, and seen their value in the media space, and they told me,
he told you.
Not only did he tell me, I've seen it in real time. And all I'm saying is, whether you agree with me or not, or anybody agrees with me, what I'm saying is this: if any one of my homies I came up and did content with feels like their idea, their intellectual property was stolen and somebody bigger than them ran with them, I'm going to stand by my homie, because if they happen to me, I will, knock on wood, I will want somebody to do the same to me.
But this is the thing. It can't nobody steal your style in podcasting. Either you out constantly pushing your style, because talking points on the internet is no original ideas, bro. It just ain't. Antoine Daniel could have heard what Aaron was saying and said, you know what? This right-wing way of doing things may be the more productive and the more way I want to build my audience.
Yeah. And he a tether, so I gotta come at tether.
Who a tether?
Anton Daniels is a tether.
No, Anton Daniels is the foundation of Black America. He born in Detroit, bro.
Nah, we got to get some paperwork.
This is the thing. Y'all want to call everybody
FBA audit. Where's your paperwork? I need paperwork.
I guarantee you. I think his family come from like South Carolina or something. And he looked like it, bro. He looked like a Geechee.
Well, I'll let you have that. I'm gonna play the rest of this clip real quick because we only got like 2 more minutes, and then I want to get straight to the Umar topic.
You good with these words?
Listen,
because
but
you
let me say
all
this.
These people advice.
Let me say this, Carl. He has every right to feel like what I've been doing as far as being in a relationship with him when I want to and is not something that gives him stability. However, I don't want to commit to a relationship with a man who I feel emotionally is not in a place of being able to be in a healthy relationship.
So why are you messing with him? Why are you playing mental games with him?
I'm not playing mental games with him. It's not mental games. It's all transparency.
Why is it still sex involved?
How do you know we sexing? We could just be having a
Because you from Long Beach, I know.
Oh,
you can't play me.
We could not be doing the
wood. I know what's going on.
But let me say this: it is transparent. He understands. I understand. I understand what he wants. He understands why I don't want to commit at this moment with him, which is the emotional piece that him and I talk about openly. I support him in it. I hold space for him in it. We've talked about it intensively, and he understands it. And he's
come here.
That's
sit. All right, let him off the leash. Go ahead.
That's what I'm doing?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh,
come here.
Oh, you know what? If that's what I'm doing, I'll say this, and people are gonna be mad. And I'm okay. If I'm doing what Paul said,
come here.
I'd much rather be the one walking you at the dog park than the one on the leash. If that's true.
That's exactly.
So that means, to my point, at 42, I'm not opt out. We are not opt out. Okay, we have options, and we are not on the leash. We can actually be the one holding the leash.
I'm pausing that for her to be such a healthy relationship expert, talking about having your partner on an emotional leash of manipulation. Hold on, let me put this on. For her to be speaking like this about having her partner who is younger than her, which is predatory because, women love saying if I'm 32 and I date a woman who's 32, right? And I was saying I had her on an emotional leash where she was emotionally immature, knowing that there's a 10-year age difference, right? I'll be called a predator. I'll be called a manipulator, a gaslighter, somebody who's taking advantage of the age gap and using that to manipulate her emotionally to get what I want, right? But her to be such a healthy relationship expert is dating a man my age who's dating a woman who has a bag, has clout, and you are emotionally manipulating this man, and you 40 something. So you putting 1997 coochie on this. You putting 2002 coochie on this thing, right? When I say that, you are probably having some type of snapback or some type of grip. You know, older women got that grip action. You putting it on this young nigga. You probably going past the gooch on this young nigga, got him all confused. And
balls and all.
Right. You laid up with him playing with his gooch. By the time you wake up in the morning, you on the flight to go do Cam Newton's podcast. To go do Paul Pierce podcast with your little, freakum dress. Got this young nigga out of pocket. And what I'm saying is, the way she's saying having a man on a leash, being emotionally manipulative to men 10 years her junior, is directly contradicts her brand, directly contradicts women's victimhood that she profits off of via her brand, right? And is basically sticking her foot in her mouth. She's basically equivalent to a rapper saying that I don't sell drugs, drink lean, or smoke weed, or even fuck bitches, but I'm going to push all this in my music because that's what sells. What she's saying is that she don't live her raps. Yes or no?
Definitely. But with saying this, with her, that's why I don't take none of these women serious, bro. These women just be talking, bro. These women be talking about they want this and want that, but they don't mean it. And she's getting exactly what she want. She want to control a young dude, basically for her sexual desires, and she want to feel like a man. What her perception of a man is, that's what she want to feel like. She think that she should be dominating over a younger dude, having sex with him, and doing all this craziness and doing whatever she want to do. And listen, she's a rarity because she's still a 42-year-old woman that look relatively good. But other than that, I don't really see nothing special about her. I wouldn't take nothing when these women talk about relationships serious. You just have a couple different type of women. Most of these women, your majority of women are going to accept whatever they can get. That's just a buck.
And just like a 42-year-old man or me being 32, I can go around a bunch of 22, 23-year-old women and be that nigga to them, right? Because the men in their circumference don't have what I have. So their peers are competing with me. I'm not competing with the peers, right? So for her, she's older. You 42, 43, you got to blow the dust off that coochie, right? You got to crank it up like a lawnmower before that bitch get wet, right? But a nigga 10 years younger than you a bad bitch to a 32-year-old, but to a 42-year-old with way more money who can date the same 32-year-old the 32-year-old man is dating, she ain't shit.
You're wasting time. You're wasting time.
Shit. But to a nigga like me, I walk around with a Chanel Bryant because to me at 32, if J Doug or my nigga see me with her on my arm, I'm getting props, right? But if you see a 42-year-old man with her on your arms, you're going to be like, oh, y'all niggas just old and washed and know y'all got to wipe each other's asses at the end of the week, right? At the end, when it's all said.
To be honest, if I was 42, I would want to, if I was 42, I would want a Chanel Bryant. Well, I don't know. I don't know how she look without that makeup. That's the thing about it.
And I'm going to tell you something about light skins. Light skins, sometimes you don't know because, see, you can get one like Jasmine Guy. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about black don't crack, but black sure do swell up. And she ain't pop out no kids. And that's another thing. Ain't no late 20, early 30-year-old man about to cuff and wife a bitch where she going through menopause. And for her to have a kid, she might not make it through the pregnancy. I'm sorry, ain't no nigga with no, like me, I ain't got no kids, right? So you think I'm about to pass up on all this young, tight, low mileage cooch to get with some 42-year-old chick that can't have no babies? I'm sorry. I don't care about how much money you got or how you put it on me. I need legacy. I don't need income. I'm a man. I can't sit up here and act like your bag is an indicator on where my intentions are with you. Because I'm a man. We ain't built like that.
It all depends on what type of dude she trying to go for.
She going for the young, like, full of cum.
Yeah, she going for a simp. And that's just the sad part of it. And this is the thing. She not going to want to go for no player because a player going to know exactly how to treat her. And I don't think if she ain't coming up out them pockets like that, and all she doing is throwing some old coonch around, that ain't gonna do for, like you say, a nigga like me or you. We gonna go for something young and better. You know what I mean?
Every time.
For a simp, yeah, that'll be good enough for a nigga who ain't getting none on the regular. So I already know what type of dude she messing with. She gonna present it like, yo, I'm messing with that dude that's 32 with motion. And no, you ain't messing with no 32-year-old with no motion. He ain't even messing with no old woman like you. He'll hit you.
Yeah,
but his chick he dating ain't wearing no blazer. I trust that.
Yeah, listen, he's sexually mature for her, but he's not financially mature because she's older. She be doing stuff to that YN to where she knows she got that YN wrapped around her finger because she's the only freaky chick that's gonna be doing stuff that YN that these young bitches don't do. That's why, for me personally, before I play the last 40 seconds of this clip, I'm beyond. I'm putting this on widescreen. I don't date women of a certain age gap because I know a lot of these old bitches be hella freaky, and you not about to be on no type of time with me that's gonna have me compromising my values and my morals. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may be older, but you ain't gonna see me date a woman past a good 4-year age gap because I don't want no old woman trying to do nothing freaky to me. I ain't down for it because that's how I feel she doing to that nigga. She doing something strange to that young man, and it is emotionally conflicting him, and he's a victim. And we need to find that young man and let him tell his story so we can demonize her.
That is very interesting to me because I never smashed the older woman, and that's going to be interesting to see, like, when you get to be 50, how it feel to smash like a woman that's 50. That'll be different. I don't know if it'll be a difference, but I figure it will be a difference.
And I pray to God when I'm 50, I'm hitting my 50-year-old wife.
Like, but even still, that'll be different. You may not. Who say you'll want to hit your 50-year-old wife?
Yo, my biggest fear is being on these posts where niggas is at aromas and they suits big with them big ass R. Kelly cigars with the salt and pepper hair, trying to look like a sexy That's my biggest fear. When I get to age, I need to be in the house with my kids and my nieces and nephews, with my wife who might be falling off, but we got enough money. If she want to get a BBL, she want to get a lipo, or if she just want to just blow up, I don't give a fuck because we got a mortgage, we got a house, and it's my family. You can make that look if you want to, but the older I get, the more I'm looking at it like this, bro.
What's the biggest you gonna sell?
No, my intentions is in 10 years from now, I got a wife and a kid. That's just period. I don't want to be no late 40, mid 40, 50-year-old nigga still hitting the block, hitting the strip club, tricking on young hoes because I ain't got no wife to come home to. That just means I done fuck that, because that means I done fumbled a bunch of 9s and 10s the last 10 years, and God gonna only give you so many chances.
For the boy Jay, that's why I married a younger woman, to be honest, because when I turn 50, I still want my wife to be in her 40s. When I turn 40s, I want my wife to be in her 30s. When I turn 60, I want my wife to be in her 50s. When I turn 70, I want my wife to be in her 60s. And when I turn 80 and I'm living with Elvis or wherever I'm at, then
you live with Elvis.
If I'm living with Elvis at that
Elvis
point.
Who? You talking
Presley.
I'm thinking about Elvis and Chef Rosenberg. I'm like, why the hell you live with Elvis?
Yeah, I'm living with Elvis because I'm in the dirt. That's why.
Okay, you talking to real Elvis. Okay.
Yeah, living with Elvis. So if I'm living with Elvis, I don't care. But I always tell men you should go at least, I would say 7 years younger, 7 to whatever. My wife is young though. I'm on some young. You know how old my wife? My wife's still early 20s.
Yeah, I mean, the chick I'm dating now, me and her the same age, and it's super dope because like we got a lot of shit established where like I don't have to deal with the young girl shit. But the girl I was with before that, she just turned, I think, 25 a couple weeks ago, and like that was a cool little thing because it's like, you know, you hitting your little 25 where you kind of like at your like fine peak. I'm 32 where I'm like at a good financial peak to where it makes sense. But like one thing about it, I say, like a lot of these young bitches, they still want to have like, this is what I'm realizing. A lot of these girls in our generation, once they hit 24, 25, 26, because they know they're going to be washed at 30, they go through the same midlife crisis they say for men. Women at 25 to 28 have a midlife crisis to where they feel like if they didn't get their hoeing out, they'll sacrifice family, kids, relationship, a good man to have their hoe phase. Women will sacrifice everything for a hoe phase. And one thing you got to realize is you can be cool to women, you keep a woman, but at a certain age, if she ain't have her whole phase yet or she's not done with it, ain't nothing you can do about it. And the best thing you can do is let a bitch have her whole phase. Because at the end of the day, as long as you doing what you need to do as a man, another one will come. 25-year-olds pop out every day. 28-year-olds pop every day. 27-year-olds pop every day. So for as a man, we always got leverage because we don't got no time limit. The older we get, the more money we got. So we ain't on no time. Me and you in our mid-30s. It ain't like we got a time clock. We got more of a time clock to like, damn, I want to see my grandkids. But if I don't and I just have kids, I'm fine.
Yeah. And like what I say, it really ain't no big deal to be married and all that stuff, but that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna do that route, start a family, get you a younger woman, that's gonna be your better chances of a woman of your child coming out with no type of defects. A better chance. Not saying it can't happen, it's gonna be a better chance. That's what I recommend. Dealing with a woman like Cheyenne Bryan, like, see, when I was single, I ain't talked to no woman with kids or older women or nothing like that. But like I say, it's all depending on where you at in the game. You already got kids and all this stuff. Like, I ain't have kids and stuff when I got married. So I wanted a fresh slate. But that's different strokes for different folks. But with a woman my age, with women are the same age, you like you say, you're gonna have women that are gonna be more established, but it's gonna be a challenge in anything you do. I would just say it like that.
Listen, Cheyenne Brown, like I said before, what she's doing is the same thing I'll be doing if I dated a 22-year-old girl right now. The men she's dating, the men she's known she grew up with, they don't have their own crib. They not driving, they not wood grain gripping the drop top Benz. They can't be like, hey, let's go out of town for the weekend, right? They only really experience that with their parents, right? You only 21, 22. Unless you come from affluency, you never really had a nigga really spend no money on you. So my barrier to impress a girl 10 years younger than me is way smaller than to impress a girl 5 years younger than me, a girl my age, right? Because she's dating men closer to me. If I'm dating somebody 10 years younger than me, I can do some basic shit and get her, right? And what she as a woman is she's doing certain things that the men her age won't be impressed by, but a man younger than her, she's probably putting him on the restaurants. She probably buying him certain colognes that got his young bitches going crazy. She probably styling his outfits to where these young bitches going crazy. She is using him as a sexual and a social muse to cater to her own ego. And whenever she feels like she can pull the ladder up because her success can get her a different caliber of man, she weaponizes that against that young nigga. And when he acts emotional or acts as his natural instincts or insecurities may bear that she can expose, she gaslights him and tells him he's emotionally immature, when in all actuality, she's introducing him to a lifestyle she's not willing to maintain for him, the same way women say for us.
Yeah. But, I feel like men, we have more loyalty than women do. Women loyalty to their feelings and stuff like that. Long as a woman cooperating, young or old, long as she doing what a man want her to do in his eyes and not kicking up too much dust, he gonna hold her down. You know what I mean? A woman ain't like that though. It don't matter. A woman got money. You got to be doing exactly what a woman's saying, how a woman want to be doing, adjusting to her feelings and stuff, and then she may break you off with some bread if you're doing everything in her way, which is hard for your average man to maintain.
We'll leave a chick with a bag for a bitch trying to get her shit together because of cooperation.
Yeah, it's hard to maintain. Like I say, it's hard for you to maintain a woman who wants you to do things the woman way 100% of the time because the women way just don't work.
We look as the men, we feel like this. We look more for cooperation and security. Women look for security, men look for cooperation. Like, like if I can lead you, the things we look for to comfort a woman, like women don't understand. They look at us, they grade us on a certain level, we grade them on a certain level. And I'm just gonna lay my plan like that. That if women understood how men view them, you would stop presenting your degrees, your accomplishments, your wallet, your success, because what we want to know is this. I don't give a fuck if you ain't got a pot to piss and want to throw it out. If you can cooperate with me, you can go where you want to go. I can take you where you want to go. But you can have all the world riches and beyond. If I can't get you to follow simple instructions because you believe I have your best interests, we can't collect 200 and go on a Monopoly board. We'll never be able to, because you don't believe I got the right role. You're not gonna believe I can guide us to success. We just want respect. Like said Carlton Way, men want respect, women want love.
Yeah, and love is just a feeling. But 100% with Paul Pierce saying, I feel like he went in the right way with his Cheyenne Bryant character. I don't know where she come from. I don't know where half of these people that be on social media come from.
Relationship grifter. That's what I would title her as. She's a relationship grifter, where she plays on the insecurities of women who are getting played and simp men who don't want to accept that they're bitch ass niggas. And just like tonight's conversations, you got a bunch of single people saying obvious things in an emotional way to charm and disarm the lower IQ black audience into profitability. And I think what she's doing, like the rest of these niggas are doing, is culture vulture behavior.
Now, real quick, this Umar stuff is too deep.
Hey man, listen, hey Doug, Cook, listen, quarterback, this whole thing, do your thing. I'm gonna sit in the passenger seat. I may get in the back seat and roll up.
No, just throw on this video by O'Shea Duke Jackson, and that's going to give us the full scope of what's going on.
Absolutely, we got it.
I think that's going to be the best full scope. And I add the additional information after O'Shea cook up.
Okay, and just for the hold on. Let me read Cody's comment. I'm talking about educated middle class. Cooperation to me is love. Facts. At best, in degrees is backup plan. She's no different from the podcast, from Passport Bros. Facts. Is J Doug about to crash out again? I hope about this Umar. Love is giving something to someone without expecting anything in return. Nah, that sounds like some bullshit. If I give you something, hey, I'm like that Nas and Genuine song. You owe me, nigga. What's your price? If you back it up, I'm gonna let you hold this ice. Now let's say you owe. I'm like Future. Charge these hoes a fee.
Back it up.
Yeah, hey, I'm charging hoes a fee. I'm charging premium like your insurance. No goddamn, your shit is not in network, bitch. Your shit is not in network. I need the full I need the full premium, incidental, all that. Let me add this because I don't need to be preaching, man. J-Dub, we got a sermon right now. You want to play it? I don't think I can pop it. Let me see. Can you press start on it?
Oh yeah, I probably have to press pause. Okay. All right, here we go. Yeah, so just to give people background information, Umar credibility and career is on the line right now. He have his ex-girlfriend coming out against him, saying that he's a fraud. He's not what he's presenting to the people. His daughter came out, I know y'all know, a couple months ago, saying that he was a fraud. He's not what he is presented to the people. His nephew done came out on this Umar Johnson hater who been hating on Umar for at least I know the last 5 years, named Lennon Honor. Lennon Honor, if you don't know who Lennon Honor is, he's the #1 Umar Johnson critic, and he's been on Umar Johnson trail for the last, like I say, 7 years.
For real?
And yes, bro. 7 years. He got a whole YouTube channel about Umar. That's all he talk about. And he got all the receipts about the school scam, about Umar whole life. And now, with his daughter coming out, his women actually coming out, because his women been coming out. I don't know if you remember the conscious stripper.
Yeah. A couple years ago, the one say Umar was over there tricking the school money on. I remember that. I'm a hater. I'll be ready for niggas to fall off.
Yeah. So Umar, this is his reputation. He go from town to town, giving lectures and tricking off on these so-called conscious women.
So he's
his
saying. So just to get clarity, what you're saying Umar Johnson gets the front end money in certain cities to come fly in, get the hotel, give a speech, and then when they give him the back end, he goes to spend that at the local strip clubs with the downtrodden women in the ass.
No. He get the woman right there from the lecture, right there from the conscious community.
So he going to lecture.
Yeah, he get thirsty, then he go to the strip club. Like, yo, I couldn't get no play at the lecture. Let me hit the strip club and really trick it off.
Hey,
yeah.
I done got out the car. I done got in the passenger seat or the back seat. I told you I'm rolling up. I'm making a ham and cheese sandwich in the passenger seat. You got the driving shift right now. So just go ahead, make sure we don't get pulled over. We don't do the speed limit, and we ain't got to search the car because I got bricks in the back. I got bricks in the trunk, man. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. Let's play the video. Then that'll give us the context that we need to get.
Absolutely, man. Go ahead. I'm going to comments.
It's back again with another scandal. Now, I can remember in 2015 when I first found out about Dr. Umar Johnson. It was Kim Ringgold, the conscious stripper, super thick, booty out of this world. And she exposed Dr. Umar, who at the time was lying about being celibate, but at the same time, he was clapping her cheeks when she was looking for somebody to help her. She had a son that was in and out of trouble and things like that. And that really blew up Dr. Umar Johnson in a bad way. Okay, that was number one. Then there have been other women that have come out in the past, talking about Dr. Umar Johnson, hollering at them, talking about Dr. Umar Johnson. It's booty clapping them. We had a lady pull up in Atlanta, and she was saying that Dr. Umar clapped her cheeks, and he said he didn't know who she was. There's been a whole bunch of buffoonery. But then this came out about Dr. Umar's mom.
Umar Johnson's mother has dementia. Dr. Umar Johnson's mother has dementia. The lady on YouTube, I'm going to say allegedly, even though she has the receipt, she's on the Leonard Honor show. She said that the house is not livable and it is in inhumane conditions. She said the refrigerator is so nasty that it needs to be disposed. She said the refrigerator is so nasty that it needs to be disposed. She said the lady has dementia and she does not like to get changed at all. She started kicking and fighting and crying. She said that Umar Johnson will not get her professional help, probably because he is ashamed of the living conditions. And he know that if they come in there, they're going to know that it's him. And he probably don't want them in there because he is a public figure. This man is sick. This man is sick. And what he does is he preys on the black community, especially single mothers, because he knows that you guys are gullible and you possibly have daddy issues. Point blank, period. Umar Johnson is a monster.
Same old phone? Nah. Upgrade to the new Galaxy Z Fold 7.
Oh, my bad, y'all. I ain't got Prime on this account.
All right, you want to make money in real estate? Here's how you take over a house with no money down, no credit check, and no jobs.
So that is something that is telling. Okay, Dr. Umar Johnson's mom is basically needing help. He hasn't talked to his father, from what I understand, for many, many years now. And, the mom is going through some challenges, as we've heard. And so that's just that, right? Now, outside of his daughter going online and faking her deceased life, right? That was just yesterday. Dr. Umar Johnson is going viral for talking about a particular sexual experience.
Dreamer. She told Pastor Bussy that I went down on her.
Pastor Bussy is Leonard Honor. That's who he trying to say. Who Pastor He don't want to say these people names. He called his daughter Baby Smurf. I don't know what he called the other lady, but here we go.
Brothers and sisters, I'm willing to take a lie detector test. Brothers and sisters, I'm willing to take a lie detector test. Brothers and sisters, I'm willing to take a lie detector test. When that woman, after gummy bearing my Shango stick, that woman took off her underwear, and I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, and I don't mean no disrespect to feminine energy. I don't mean no disrespect to feminine energy. I don't mean no disrespect to feminine energy. When she took her underwear off, brothers and sisters, she smelled like something crawled up inside of her and died. She smelled like an old fish tank. You ever smell a fish tank that somebody ain't cleaned in like 2 years? They got goldfish in there. They got all kind of fish, and it ain't been cleaned in years.
Hey, Doug, can you pause this?
Smelled like when she took off,
bro. Umar, what? Listen, J-Dub. I want you just to continue to play this. I just want to thank you for providing this type of content to the platform and to the Black community, because this is priceless.
It's hot right now. This hot on YouTube. What
he is saying right now is so blasphemous, egregious to his brand. Him and Cheyenne Bryant and B. Simone are the big three of speaking directly against your brand, the people you pay for. I want you Black people to see that the most hated community in the Black community is single Black mothers, because Cheyenne Bryant, B. Simone, and Dr. Umar are all coming at Black women, the same people who have platformed and they have profited on for over 10 years. Go ahead, play it. I gotta get some devil's lettuce, because this is stressing me out as a pro-Black American. Play it. I'll be right back. Let's go.
Off those funky ass draws. Her draws were so old and so funky that I thought it was a wife beater. That's how stretched out her draws was. Her draws were so old and so funky, I thought her underwear was a slingshot. Her draws were so funky and so stank, brothers and sisters, that I thought it was a wife beater, brothers and sisters. And I don't mean no disrespect. So when she said, "It's my turn," after she got finished swallowing the Shango, she said, "It's my turn." After she got finished swallowing the Prince of Pan-Africanism, she said, "It's my turn." And I'm sitting there and I'm saying to myself, how do I get out of this? Because it ain't no way under God's heaven that King Kong consciousness face, nose, tongue, lips, ears, or hairline is going anywhere near that cootie cat.
Turn your ideas into video with AI.
Bruh.
Add your brand.
Now, I wanna deal with this as much as possible. Okay. First of all, Dr. Umar Johnson is admitting two things on this clip. Number one, he's receiving oral copulation from some lady. Is most likely a lady that's in the Pan-African community. All right. This is one of those ladies that's probably coming to one of his stories. Is definitely like Dr. Umar doesn't seem the kind of man that's just going out hollering. He's sitting back, women are throwing themselves at him. So you're letting this lady blow your top off. And then secondarily, you're talking about the hygiene of how she smells bad. Now, all of us have experienced what he's talking about at least once or twice in our life. But here's the problem. You are supposed to be a man that is a leader, okay? And if you look at the leaders in the past, and I'm not trying to say that all were perfect, because obviously there's some evidence that may have said that Dr. Martin Luther King was a cheater, cheated on his wife, and he wasn't the most faithful person in the world. But could you imagine Dr. Martin Luther King talk about the fact that he went to the hotel room and somebody blew his socks off, literally. He clapped some cheeks from the back. Could you imagine Louis Farrakhan or Elijah Muhammad? And even though Elijah Muhammad definitely was with the clapping, he could never come out and say something like that. Malcolm X. You can't say that because you want to be looked at as a leader, and a leader has to be taken seriously and can't talk like that. I am a single man.
I want to play this video real quick. So I want y'all to hear the lady who actually was talking about Umar on Lennon's show. You can pull that video. I just pull up. And I want you to hear from her mouth some of the stuff that she was saying about Umar.
I'll tell you another one. This is to a girl about a girl's picture. She's she's perfect for you. 5'19", 25. Clean it up and lock her in. Love is in the air. It's going to be an amazing summer. That girl she and him look good together.
Who said that?
That was a girl with some sunglasses on, and I just thought that she would be great for him. Like, and I was telling him, clean it up, clean your act up, get yourself together and lock it in. And then I would send him, damn, the haircut is sexy on you. I wouldn't even seen the pictures. I say, anytime you want head, it's no questions asked, I give it. And that's one thing I do. Like when he comes in, I just go straight to it because I don't give him any problems on that end because I know that's what he wants.
Now, people were asking, I'm sorry, sister. People were asking, when you're saying Boosie, who are you talking about exactly?
Not little Boosie. Boosie is a Boosie Thimbacawayo. He is a South African. He's he's a motivational speaker. He's like a supreme entrepreneur. Like
and you're saying he was at the debate?
Yeah, he was one of the other men at the Oxford debate. If you have a business, follow that man. He is the truth. And I tried to get Umar, like, you need to, and I was going crazy on his voicemail, like, oh my God, it's Jose. Like, I like him a lot, but not like anything like.
No, I understand.
I admire him. I admire his backstory. He is a Christian. I don't do the subgroups. If you're a good person and you for Black advancement of Blacks, I'm all for it. But yeah, I sent him a lot of. If you have been with me, I know a lot. Oh, he was getting mad. Let's see, I won't send that one. It's just all over. I have texts where I'm getting in his butt about stuff he does.
Okay, don't use that word.
No. Probably would have lasted then.
I'm about to say, J Duck, she getting in Umar Johnson's butt too.
Hold on.
He is, and even if he is, I would have preferred him to come out. There are some things that were kind of suspect. Just come out and be who you are. And
okay, hold on now. Wait a minute, because now he's called me gay many times, and I'm not gonna do that to
maybe
him.
He was hoping you was.
Well, the thing is, I know that when he said that I was attracted to him and all this kind of stuff, if you're heterosexual, you're not going to be talking like that, period. Again, let me be clear. Everyone in Cook Chris, I'm not questioning his sexuality, and I'm not going to do him like that. But you said that there were some things that you saw that were kind of suspect. And one of the things you said is how he mentioned how men's jaws are stronger dealing with oral sex. What else did you experience or hear him say or see him do that made you kind of question?
When he started playing with my my butthole, I was like, oh no, we ain't doing that. Like we were in the bed and I was like, nah, I'm not for that because I'm not doing that because I'm just not that. I'm not into that with him. But he was like, why not or something, and I was like, no.
With him, I ain't catch that part the first time. She thought I'm just not into that with him.
Let me say this. You telling me Umar Johnson was trying to go through the back door? That's not anything strong enough to make me look at Umar Johnson different, because if you trying to get to a girl's back door, that's zero indication on a man's sexuality based on the simple fact that he's doing it with you, who is a natural born woman. So we aren't even anything close to suspecting Umar Johnson's preference, kinks, or sexuality because he's messing with you. And I know you said that men's jaws are stronger. That's what she said. It's personal. But I want to point out too, you said men's jaws are stronger. That's a very cool, salacious thing to say, but I haven't heard the rest of this. But if all you got is Umar Johnson trying to go through your back door as a woman, there's nothing gay about that. There's nothing anti-heterosexual about Umar Johnson trying to go through her particular back door.
You know, you got to watch the whole interview. We'll finish up a little bit.
I agree with you. I'm just
it's a 5 hour, it's almost a 6 hour interview.
Oh, she was spilling.
She spoke the whole thing. But I want you to hear a little bit more just to get more context, and we'll flush it out.
Yeah, go ahead.
He needed me to tell him I love you. I love you. I love you. He always needed I love you. He needed me to constantly stop doing if I'm, going down on him or whatever. He always needed to hear I love you. I'm not leaving. None of that. Like he needed that.
Did he tell you that? He told you, please, tell me that.
He was like, do you love me? Like he would stop me and be like, do you love me? And I'd be like, yeah, I love you. I got love for you.
My goodness. It sounds as if he has some serious psychological
He needs
issues
it in order to get going.
Mm-hmm.
Then how are you messing with? Maybe he needs all of these women to love him.
Yeah.
He's very tender, though. He's a tender dumpling. There's he can't take the finish. He can't take me all not even me, but just oral. He can't take it all the way out. You know what I mean? He can't. He has to stop. He gets cringed up and stuff. I'm like, relax. It's gonna be okay.
That nigga Lenny talk some. I don't understand. Lenny ain't never had that fire top.
Yeah, because you talking about
that.
It sounds like,
and I mean, we're already here. I wasn't expecting it to get here, but we're already here. No, we're already here.
I'm not trying to disrespect anybody in the.
And it's not that.
I don't want people to be like, "Oh my god!"
No, she did a 5-hour stream. What you mean you ain't trying to disrespect?
Yeah, she was just a throat goat.
Hey, low key,
like I was saying, you got Umar Johnson, his daughter out now. She's begging for cash apps on live streaming different stuff. His nephew's coming out talking about how he's keeping the family away from the mother, how he have power of attorney and he just controlling. You got this woman coming out talking about how Umar is in relationship, also alleging that he was coming in the house high on something. It's always this alleged, Umar got a lifelong sniff. I don't know where that come from.
A lifelong sniff is
I don't know how nigga got lifelong to sniff. That's Umar. You got a lifelong runny nose. I don't know what's going on there, but
hey J Duck, can I ask you a question? You ever did so many lines with your right nostril you had to go to the left because the right one was fried and numb, and you couldn't put any more up the other nostril, so you had to go to the next one?
I never put nothing in my nostrils.
Oh, well, never mind. Let's continue the conversation.
I ain't never put nothing in my nostrils.
All right, man. My bad, man. We got the rest of the conversation with these. Talking about she don't want to spill too much tea, but she did a part-time shift on this nigga show.
Yeah, she on the bullshit.
What do you mean by that? That he gets what are you saying? He gets upset or he gets disgruntled?
No, he just gets oh my god, I'm like, relax. And you just make I don't know how it feels for men, but he
this nigga Lenny confused as hell. He looking like what?
Because you know what she trying to say? She trying to
give it that fire top and he couldn't take it.
No, what she trying to say is when she giving Umar Johnson top, he be liking to act like a bitch, like a real bitch when he get his meat sucked. He act like a real. He get in his feminine bag. He start, ooh, oh no, oh. He started talking like Elmo. He started talking like Mickey Mouse. Oh no, you're going too far. Stop. His voice get high. And she be like, nigga, I understand you might play a role, but nigga, you doing too much. You act like a real bitch. Well, I'm trying to give you head. I'm on my knees, and you acting like you trying to get on yours. And I think that's what she's saying without saying it. But let's continue. I'm just hearing what she's saying.
He can't. You can't go from start to finish with him on that level because he has to break and stop, and he's like, "Oh my God, that's too much. I can't take that," or whatever.
Oh,
like
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, he was pointing and stuff like what? And you gotta guess. You gotta be in sync to guess what he wants.
What do you mean point? What do you mean pointing?
Like he wants me to turn, so because he likes to play with my bottom while he's getting head. Yeah.
Nah, Umar. Nah. But I'm bringing this all to the table to say this. Umar, I don't know where his credibility lies at this point, or if he do have credibility in the first place. I feel like with all the platform, he's on every major black platform we have. Breakfast Club, Art of Dialogue, Joe Button. It's no mainstream platform. Drewski. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no mainstream platform that doesn't look at Umar as a valuable guest. I'm wondering with his daughter coming out, showing that he was an absent father, with his family coming out saying that, yo, he's a horrible son and family member, with the movie director coming out saying that, you know, he tried to rape me financially, her words.
That's crazy.
Because what he did to her, bro, was some slick shit. He did a movie with her. He wanted her to do a documentary, but Umar didn't want to put no money in the documentary, and she didn't want to put up the $80,000 to do the documentary
because she knew Umar won't be able to finesse.
Well, not because of that, because she was a filmmaker. She didn't do documentaries. She did feature films.
Right.
So that wasn't her expertise. So she told him she tried to do the documentary, couldn't do it because of the budget. Told him he couldn't do it. Then he say, "Oh well, we'll do a feature film then." That's what you do. Still, he don't want to put no money in it, but she take on the project anyway because she thinking Umar is this like big thing. Do the movie. He wouldn't never sign the contract that he was getting sent by her and the lawyer. But he came to Cleveland, shot the movie, did everything. She was asking this dude to sign according to her. She was asking this dude to sign a contract all the way up until the time he was going back to get on the plane. He didn't sign the contract. So it's a whole backstory because this lady had money. She was established. And she think that Umar was plotting on her to get some money out of her. Long story short, they shot the movie. He gave her all this runaround. They shot the movie in 3 days. He started making a fuss about not getting the final copy. Then end up trying to sue the lady for $500,000.
Well, let me ask you a question since you have broke all this down in such a articulate way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's maybe a question, but this is what I'm synopsing from this. Because Umar Johnson subscribes to the Pan-African grift, he has spent the last 15 years playing on remixing Marcus Garvey's mission statements and talking points to develop something that was never intended on being seen through. Marcus Garvey, hey, I got a boat back to Africa. Don't worry that I never been to Africa. Don't worry that I never really even been on a boat for real to even tell you how to get to Africa. I'm going to get all your niggas money to go. And by the time y'all realize it, the white man going to catch me. Umar Johnson, you could open up that school. It's probably been 1,000 schools opened by black entrepreneurs since Umar Johnson announced his school. But what he's doing is the same thing Marcus Garvey did back to Africa. He's doing it in a very small level with a promissory school that has never came to fruition. But by the time you start questioning where is the school at, he has already built up his name and reputation to monetize off his personality without providing a tangible platform, which is a school.
Yeah, and I feel like that's too much to do. I feel like a tutoring center or something like that would have been easier for him to accomplish. A school, that's too much government oversight that got to be involved with that type of thing.
Could have did a non-profit situation to where he was just paying like high expert black tutors. Like when you really know certain things about the educational system, Umar Johnson could have moved that money 6 ways a Sunday. That would have benefited the black community with less overhead and more appraisal. And for the fact that he didn't have enough legal and business IQ to even make certain business fronts, to make certain shell companies, to like maneuver the money to you know what I'm saying, to cross your T's and dot your I's. What black people have found out about Umar Johnson about 5 or 6 years ago around the pandemic is that he's doing nigger business.
Yeah, he's definitely a low level.
Yeah, you're doing low level 3-card Monty flim flam games with real black people who have real capital that are asking you to name a price so they can sign you a blank check. It's like Envy did, and a few other black people Umar has came across that once niggas is like, hey Umar, I hear what you're saying. Let me call your bluff in a good way. Name a price, what you need to finish the school. I write a check and my bank will wire the money by the end of business day. Anytime I've seen somebody tell Umar that shit, Umar almost get offended and get defensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how dare you try to expedite my grift? I'm trying to slow roast this. I can do this for another 3 to 5 years. Why the fuck would I take your $3 million and open a school next week when I can get $3 million direct? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Direct to consumer without cutting you in for the next 8 to 10 years.
This is the thing.
When I seen people literally tell Umar Johnson, name your price and your school will be opened as soon as possible, and he curved that about 5 to 6 years ago, that's when I knew that nigga was a scam.
And with Tariq Nasheed, I feel like Tariq Nasheed got better game than Umar. But Umar bigger than Tariq, but Tariq Nasheed got better game and better business. That's why he's able to Tariq Nasheed to stay low key at this point in his career. He stay low key and he just do what he do. Umar is on every big platform. He on platforms that Tariq can't even get to. But still, he don't have that business. Like, I ain't never seen Umar just riding around in a Bentley. You know what I'm saying?
Why Tariq can't get to those platforms is because Tariq, no matter what you think about him grifting or scamming black community, he has an obligation to speak on a certain black American narrative. Umar Johnson can, and this is why Pan-Africanism is a grift. Umar Johnson go speak on that, oh, we all from Africa bullshit on every platform, because at the end of the day, he's just pandering blackness. He's pandering the umbrella of generalizing blackness. So he can go any platform and speak on a surface, elementary level pro-blackness, and the platform owner and the audience are going to feel like they did their charity or just due diligence of their pro-black digestion topic. But when we talk about the reason why Umar can get on these dumbass platforms and speak his bullshit and Tariq Nasheed can't, is like I said, Tariq Nasheed is coming with a tangible narrative of FBA lineage and objectives. Umar can keep preaching the Pan-African myth and talking about a school that he's told these people who are interviewing him, trust, because I interviewed Umar Johnson about 3 years ago on Clubhouse, that he's going to let you know what questions you can and can't ask him to avoid being the next Cheyenne Bryant.
The thing about it, I see Black McBain say, how is Umar bigger than Tariq? Y'all think Tariq big because y'all see him on YouTube every day and he got his own channel. And Tariq is not big. You will never see Tariq on a Joe Budden show, especially not in a consistent way. Huh?
He's not bigger or accessible for the price that Umar is. You can book Umar for about $2,000 to $5,000. You can really book Umar for about $1,500. To be honest,
but it's the thing, you're gonna get the results when you book Umar. You're gonna talk about, you might get 500,000 to 1 million views booking Umar on a nobody podcast. You're not gonna get that out Tariq. Tariq is popular for trolling on Twitter. All that trolling on Twitter and Twitter Spaces, that doesn't cross over to the mainstream. Y'all gotta understand, Tariq been on the Breakfast Club 1 time. Umar been on the Breakfast Club like 10 times, bro. It don't even compare, bro. And that don't even got to do nothing with money because Breakfast Club doesn't pay. It's all Breakfast Club going to invite you based on the traction and the ratings they're going to get based on you being on the show. And Tariq just doesn't. Tariq doesn't bring the ratings. Tariq don't even bring the ratings when he be going on like Fox and stuff and trying to debate with these white dudes. He go on Fox and look stupid. That's why they don't never invite him back. Because Tariq doesn't have, listen, Tariq doesn't have facts. So when Tariq get into a debate with somebody that's smarter than him, he will leave facts behind and go straight to trolling and joking. That's his thing. And he know, okay, my fan base, they really, even if this white guy is saying something that could be factual, they don't care about facts. They're going to really identify with these jokes that I'm spitting over these facts. And that's what he leaned towards. Because listen, that's all he don't. I'm telling you, bro, name one mainstream platform Tariq been on in the last 5 years. He haven't done nothing. He don't do anything but Twitter Space and a stream on Sunday, bro. You know in a large capacity of thing, Tariq is not taken serious, bro.
You know why I'm going to disagree? Because unlike Umar Johnson, 19 Keys, and the rest of these black grifters, one thing I've been telling you for years, say what you want about Tariq Nasheed, but he provides product that his audience finds value in. So like these other niggas, I can sell you a scam, a plan, or a package. But when Tariq Nasheed says, hey, give me this money because I'm going to open up the museum. Give me this money because I'm making a doc. And then a couple months later, the doc comes out and then it sells out. The reason why you don't see Tariq on a lot of these black platforms is because at the end of the day, Tariq Nasheed is presenting a tangible argument for FBAs to the point where now you see Joe Budden on on 2 podcasts this weekend. Let Queens Flip know, hey, yo, I'm on Joe Budden officially let Queens Flip and everybody know, hey, I'm on Black American FBA time because I'm tired of y'all talking and playing with me. See, when you get a Tariq Nasheed who can facilitate somebody as powerful as Joe Budden, can facilitate, hey, when you put me on a platform, see, all Umar is going to do is race bait and sell you a pie in the sky dream about a school. What Tariq Nasheed is going to do is present you lineage, documents, documentaries, and an audience behind him that is going to back up the claims he's coming on the platform. All Umar does is come on to provide conscious entertainment. What Tariq Nasheed does is not only provide conscious entertainment via his documentaries, but provides a certain level of awakening to the audience he speaks on. That's why you don't see Joe Budden call Tariq Nasheed. That's a lot of people don't call Tariq because once you put Tariq on your platform, you might get targeted by the people that are pushing your agenda because they did not know that you were connected or in tune with FBA agendas, narratives, and causes. Tariq is way more dangerous than Umar Johnson. That's why you see Umar Johnson post-pandemic being platformed on these Chitlin circuit programs way more than Tariq Nasheed.
This is what I would say. Tariq Nasheed, his argument falls flat because people know Black Americans, bro. See, when you have an argument, for example, these Black immigrants that come over, they be giving handouts. They don't work hard. See, when you have an argument like that, and then people actually know Black Americans. I'm not talking about Black Americans that's on social media, that's in the freaking the phone. I'm talking about real life, actual Black Americans. And then when you try to convince them and people that actually deal with real people, and you try to convince them that an African that's coming from overseas don't work harder than a nigga that's already here in America that been here, you fall flat because people have real life interactions, bro. See, that's what you don't realize. Social media is only probably like less than 5% of real life, bro. You talking about somebody like Tariq Nasheed that's probably getting a consistent 50,000, 100,000 views. You talking about billions of people on earth, bro. So that Black narrative will work with the Tariq Nasheed audience, bro. But when you bring it to a wide audience of people who know Black people, that know Black Americans, the majority of us, and know what majority of us is doing on our day-to-day, that argument falls flat. The whole worship of a Black Americans falls flat. See what Umar do and why Umar is more successful, he leans on more on our ancestors, bro, and what our ancestors did, because that's more credible across the world, bro. What Americans, what Tariq trying to lean on, what Black Americans doing right now, that doesn't translate across the world because Black people the world has social media. Regardless of what narrative Tariq trying to push, you got people watching Black people on a daily, and the narrative that Tariq pushing, it doesn't line up with what he's trying to push. But like I say, with Umar, he leans on ancestors, what we done globally in history, what we done globally as a color, and that more stands up and gets more respect globally than just what Black Americans did. Yes, Black Americans did amazing stuff in history, but I'm talking about far as like what we try to project and be like, yo, we still that. We not still that. And that's what Tariq try to convince people of, and that's why his message fall flat amongst even the conscious Black community, because even the conscious Black people know what we dealing with as a whole when it comes to the majority of us as the color of Black people. You will get a product, you get some pepper spray,
but what
you get a fake flag that say FBA.
Pepper spray, bag, documentary museum. The reason why Black Americans identify with the Tariq Nasheed is because we identify with hustling. We identify with flipping. But let me say this, we identify with flipping and hustling. We already know that once you get on your pro-Black time, you're not going to get corporate sponsors. You're not going to get a white hand to reach out and make your shit look perfect. So we I'm going
to stop you. But think about the Black American who focus on hustling and flipping. That's not the same Black American that focus on conscious, bro. A hustling and flipping type of nigga, that's some nigga shit, bro. No, of course, that's what I'm saying. That's the people that listen to Tariq Nasheed.
But see, that's not true, because see, hustling and flipping can mean I can be an Amazon reseller. I can be doing anything as long as I'm taking my base profit, taking my net profit, pulling out what I put extra on it to make my money, and still being able to flip a product that I don't have any complaints on. My core fan base is satisfied on. People don't make any scamming videos. People don't think I robbed them. I'm sorry. My biggest offense for Tariq Nasheed is this. If he was a scammer or fraudster or somebody that was tricking the Black community, people like me who has bought his documentary, seen Hidden Colors, went to the museum, we would have said something by now. As long as he is providing product for the money we are investing in Tariq Nasheed, we're not asking him to be the next Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Bro, did y'all get the museum that he showed y'all were going to get before y'all donated the money? Yes or no?
We didn't get as big as a platform he got.
So no, you didn't get it. What he told you were going to get, you didn't get.
But he still has a space.
That's a jam. If a nigga tell me he giving me a key and he show up with a half a key and the rest of it was baking soda, that was a scam. I don't care.
Umar ain't showing nothing.
You ran off completely.
This
I
what
don't
I'm
look
saying.
at them no different.
You
Running
can't-
off on a nigga is running off. Whether you told me you were gonna give me a
Tariq
key,
never
you
ran
gave me a
off.
half. Yeah, he
Tariq
gave me a
never ran
half.
off.
He told me he was gonna give me a key though.
Tariq never ran off. Listen, Tariq
He
may have
ran-
came up.
but yeah, no, he ran
Came
off,
up
but he
a little
didn't.
bit short. Hold on, Tariq may came up a little bit short on the re-up, but
Yeah,
don't mean he ain't give you your money back. Umar took your front and then ran off, never gave you your money back. You seen this nigga with new shoes, new
I ain't fucking with
clothes,
either of
new
them.
hoes on vacation. Every time you see him in the club or at the diner, he talking about, hey, I got you back on my taxes. I'm about to cash app you. But all that money you sent for the front to make sure he got on straight and gave back the re-up, he ain't brought back a silver dollar or a red cent. Listen, I'd rather take the nigga who came up short a little bit, but kicking me back in installments than the nigga who I fronted a brick to who ain't brought back a saucy dollar, but keep promising he gonna get me back on his taxes, social security, disability, and check. Cause that nigga, Umar Johnson in the hood in street terms, his head is laying by his ankles because we done chopped it off and sent his fingertips to his mama because he playing with the trap. Tariq Nasheed, we may not have fronted you no more work, but when you got back right and cleared your tab, you was able to re-up. Those are two different types of niggas. Just one run off with the plug, one may fuck up the money. But the nigga who run off with the plug is never trusted, and his street credit is shot from that point. And that's who Umar Johnson is. And that's why niggas is piling up on him and removing his credibility. You don't see that shit happening to Tariq. No matter what you say, you got Bucci Bear, you got Morris Temple. They can say what they want to. That's cool. Respect to them. But ain't nobody has been able to put a serious dent in Tariq Nasheed because at the bottom line, we can always say he is providing something to his community that is satisfactory. Umar cannot say that.
And I will concede to that. I will. That's. Hey, I brought the analogy up. You killed the analogy. You're right. Which me personally, I ain't fuck with either nigga. You come up short and you run off. That's one and the same to me.
You called the Hidden History Museum a shot bar 2 years ago. I'll never forget. You called that shit a shot bar. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, that shit was a shot bar.
I never looked at that museum the same again when you called that bitch a shot bar. I was like, dog, that was some hate. But that was the stain you put on my mind that I just can't recall that.
Yeah, because that's what you can't unlook it. You go to Picketville, you gonna go and you go to the hood. It's a house with a house in the back, a shed, just like that. Got a bar in it, a little room where niggas watch TV. Got a little pool table. You can go out back, smoke a blunt. Same thing.
He did run into some financial issues. He said
And
that I'm talking to accept excuses, especially repeat excuses. Umar told you he was grifted for a donation. You should have believed him. Grift's donation.
And then what Tariq talking about? Oh yeah, the city done shut us down. See, Tariq the type of get your money, and then he gonna give you a half a brick, and then he gonna explain to you how the white man took the other half.
Hey, but but he really taking a re-up and bringing it to another plug to break even. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Oh, okay, so Tariq type shit. What Juvenile said on Rock Me, he was like, what he say? He's like, don't tell me don't tell me that work ain't moving because I gave you great product. Don't tell me this shit ain't selling and you coming back short. I gave you good shit. So you should be coming back with the re-up. For fact, you coming back re-up. And
you got a $500,000. You got a $500,000. That museum should still be popping to this day. I ain't heard nothing. The museum went from a shot house to a comedy club. To a comedy club to just like, I don't even hear about it no more.
So you saying black people front them, the capital Black America front Tariq, the work was too good to come back coming up short with a shot bar. That's what you saying.
Man, Tariq gave y'all a couple of events, had a party with y'all niggas. He went back to the white neighborhood. And then this the fucked up part about it. When he had the event full of black people, this nigga didn't even bring his family. But y'all better stop playing with me, bro.
J Doug, I hear you. I'm gonna get Tariq Nasheed on the show. I need you to keep the same energy.
I'll get it, bro. Tariq not gonna come on the show number one, when Tariq see me and see my name, see my face, he ain't gonna come on, bro. I already know. I don't think Tariq blocked me. But Tariq on social media, I'm sure Tariq.
Hey, you gonna tell him you FBA?
Yeah, I'm FBA. And listen, I don't got no Tariq problem with Tariq, long as he doing his Mac lessons. But when you start going into all this trolling black Africans and acting like they don't work hard and trying to act like niggas ain't lazy, I ain't going for that.
Nah. You know why I gotta roll with Tariq when he do that? Because just like how Joe Budden woke up, sometimes you need necessary. Let me remove this. You need necessary agitators. Proposition.
Wake up to what, bro? Africans that come to this country work harder than black Americans that already here. What we need to wake up to?
No, they don't. You can't work harder in an easier country than where you were born at. This is what I'm saying with Tariq Nasheed, wherever you can say what he has done. He has
reason why we got it easy here because of the white man, and we don't even want to give him that credit.
This is what I'm gonna
say. What did black people build?
Bro, we built America.
This is the long.
We got more patents.
Bro, this is too long. We didn't build.
You're right.
Just because I stock shelves at Walmart don't mean I built Walmart.
Listen, this is my point.
Crazy.
This is my point with Tariq Nasheed. What you gotta understand sometimes is that certain people have to ring the bell for consciousness down the road. Tariq Nasheed can be villainized, but if it wasn't for Tariq Nasheed, the majority of Black America would have been under the same. If it wasn't, no. If it wasn't for Hitting Colors, the majority of Black America would still be under the Obama. Hitting History would still be under the Obama spell. Would still be under the Obama spell that almost got Kamala Harris elected. I feel like the reason why Kamala Harris couldn't get past that threshold because of the work, but not all 100%, but because of the work Tariq Nasheed did with identifying Black American, FBA, delineating, reclaiming our history, reinforming us the last 10 years. When it came to Kamala Harris post-Obama, we didn't fall for the same grift. That skin folk is kinfolk. And say what you want, but I will say this.
Let me ask you.
Go ahead. No, this is what I'm saying.
Ask a question.
I'm going to say this. If Tariq Nasheed has put out enough content and has awakened the Black consciousness enough to sway elections or sway a core audience of Black voters to not budge a Kamala Harris turn to Obama 2.0, and we see the results of that, regardless of how you feel about Tariq, he is affecting Black minds in a conscious way, not to be manipulated based off skin color. Because if we had the same mindset in 08, Obama would have been held to a higher standard than we held him to just because he cosplayed as a Black American. That's why I got to give Tariq Nasheed his props. He makes us go over shit with a fine-tooth comb that our uncles, older brothers, and parents and aunties didn't do in 2008. That's all I'm gonna say, J Doug. You got it.
This is what I would say. This is what I say, and I ain't disputing none of that. But this is what I'm saying, Rondo. If me and let me say, I'll give you even more. Me and 10 other niggas go stock shelves at Walmart overnight for 5 years. Who built Walmart? Us 10 niggas or Sam Walton? You can answer that for the boy, Jay.
Okay, my answer is this. If Sam Walton built the plan that he could not implement without my Black hands and your Black hands, then he didn't build shit. He just came with an idea that he needed people to build. So if I built the White House, if I built the railroads, if I built the cotton plantations, I was the one who did. J-Dub, me and you talked about this show concept, right? Now, if we hired 2 broke-ass niggas to do exactly what we did, right? And all we did was just give them the ideas. We gave them the ideas, but they built it because if they did not do a good job, we would have to find different people. Like when they
We
moved
didn't
to
give
China,
them. Listen. That's minimizing. Listen. Okay, go ahead.
Real quick. Like how they tried to bring over the Chinese in the Mississippi Delta and realize them Chinese motherfuckers could not have the endurance to build like Black Americans, or they try to get the Spanish to build and realize that the Spanish or the white Slavics cannot build or move as fast as Black Americans, then you have to give Black Americans that props for being the only phenotype, genealogy-wise, and just build to be able to sustain and build the things. I can give you a plan, J-Duck. If I gave you a 5-step plan to get 100,000 followers on YouTube, right? But you actually took that 5-step plan and did it. Did I build it or did you build it? I may have drawn up the plans, but you had to put the sweat equity to build my imagination, something that did not exist until you sweat hard enough to build my imagination into reality. That's all I'm saying.
That sound good, but this is what I'm saying. You minimizing it. If all I did was give you an idea and say, yo, go make it pop, you did that. I just gave you an idea. But if I give you an idea, feed you, house you, whoop your ass, make you do it, manage you, write the blueprints, bring the tools, bring the supplies, ship the stuff in from overseas, transport you back and forth, you ain't do it. Yeah, you help, your labor did it, but I had to whoop your ass to do that. So yes, it wasn't like no, I closed my eyes. It wasn't like the white man closed his eyes, pointed, and Black people just magically had it done. That just wasn't how it was. White people were there, just like they is now, managing, supervising, instructing, planning, organizing, financing, budgeting. See, that's why Black people, we so confused. We have to ask ourselves, oh, know what? Those people in Africa, they Black, we Black. Why they don't got shit and we got shit over here? Maybe because of the management and the structure and the foundation that the white people bring that they don't have access to that we do over here. It's nothing wrong with admitting that, yo, we was managed by white people. That's why we got so much done. It's nothing wrong with admitting that. It's just like when I called Florida Boy Jay today and I said, yo, what I told you, bro, we stronger together. That's what I said. I didn't say, oh, I built this. It's just what it is. We're stronger together. And the same thing with Black people. We stronger long as we got some white management with us, unfortunately, based on what we seen across the world.
J. Doug read Black Labor, White Wealth, and Powernomics by Claude Anderson.
I ain't even got to read that to just have common sense, bro. That's just common sense. We wanna take it like Black people give us just give us the green light and we gonna make it pop. Stop it.
Listen, I'm gonna say this, bro. You can't sit up here and I can see if the white man hired us, like your McDonald's analogy, and it was like, hey, we need some niggas to work.
He subcontracted you from
let me make my point. I can see if niggas willingly went to go work for America and got paid, then I would say, yeah, white man build America. But for the fact that you had to enslave people against their will lets me know your desperation and your lack of physical, personal fortitude of building things on your own, that you actually needed to enslave people to build things you could not do. See, if I walked into Amazon or Walmart and took a check because I needed a job and chose to work there, yeah, Jeff Bezos, fuck boy Walton, yeah, they built it because they bit the blueprints and they put out a paycheck to see who was willing to work for what I am building. But when I have to enslave people, beat people, rape people, and force them against their will to do something that they could be paid to do, or things that they have already done across civilization, and I have now, because of gunpowder, captured them, remix history, because when we really talk about white people in the Middle Ages, they were poisoning their babies. They were shitting on the floor. They had no irrigation system. they smelled like shit. So there's no way you're trying to tell me these white people who lived in their own filth were so technologically advanced that they were able to build something they didn't already have the blueprints to, based off of the Moors and other melanated civilizations that were already in America and crossed the globe before the white man was able to go cross the Red Sea, the Black Sea, or cure themselves of the fucking Black Plague and stop peeling potatoes from the bottom of the ground, because these niggas were so sanitarily obscure and disgusting. They were killing themselves off their own. They were killing themselves off their own lack of hygiene, etiquette, and IQ. And I will lend the floor to you.
Yeah, we could wrap up at this, but this is what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
When it comes to us as Black people and slavery, you have to understand, bro. Slavery is just a word, bro. And now it's just used as a trigger word. It's just a word, bro. If you was to go work for Amazon right now today, you realize you'll still be in slavery, bro. You will make enough just to get what a slave had: a place to live, a place to stay.
Not even that. You just have enough. Hey, listen, you'll have enough to make it to work and get a 4 for $4 on your way back home. You get enough to make it to your job and not starve to death. That's what
I'm saying. Amazon is not finna pay you enough for you to go start your own Amazon, bro. This is what I'm saying. Yeah. Slavery is just a word. We getting the same thing we were getting then: a place to stay and some food.
But J-Dub,
and somewhere to go every day, and they made productive of your time, which most people don't know what to do with their time.
I agree. I agree with you. Even somebody says Amazon pays you. No, listen, J-Dub, when me and you was coming out of high school back in, like, say 2009, 2011, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a little far-fetched, but it was still attainable for us to leave high school, get a cool part-time or full-time job right after 18, get a cool cash car, and a rinky-dink apartment, right? Now, think about your older siblings or your older cousins, right? Back in 04, 05, 06, 02, 01, 99. They were able, it was almost required or standard that after high school, they get a Taco Bell job or a job at the mall, get a cash car, get their own crib, right? Level wages. Now, those same jobs, because of inflation, the way society is, these same jobs where teenagers at 18 were able to have a place to live and a car. They will not pay what we will be making at these jobs bi-weekly or every week, cannot pay for car insurance or car note, cannot pay for room and board, can only really pay for enough money to get to and from the work and to not starve to death. That is just like if we
slavery. This is what I'm saying, bro.
I agree.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You say this. What are you getting different than a slave got, other than you ain't getting your ass whooped? That's it. You getting the freedom to choose what you gonna do pretty much on your day off, but you only getting a wage that's you can just get your bed instead. Like I say, they're not going to pay you enough where you can go open up your own Amazon. So this is what I'm saying to Black people.
Real quick, just one statement. As an American, with maybe say you don't have any type of like, you just have entry level skills, you just got to get a job to get a job, right? There is no job. Not only there's no job paying minimum wages, but what you just said, what your truth said, inflation is colorless slavery.
That's all it is. So us complaining about slavery, and plus, Hollywood depiction of slavery think is bad, so that put emphasis on it. But this is all I'm saying. We didn't build a country, bro. We added to.
I'm bucking my eyes right now.
We added to the process, bro. That's it. And I know we want to make it sound like, we did more than what, because it helped us with our self-esteem, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it goes always back to the famous line Jay-Z said, and this line applies to everything in life. Make another hole.
I hear you. Let me ask you.
That's all we gonna ask you to do. Once you say make another hole, and you don't got nothing, you can't say we did, or you ain't say we doing it, or you can't say it is happening. we know. Then we know the answer to what you're saying. You didn't make Hov.
Well, let me present something really quick because I hear what you're saying, right? And what I
people
want
would say, Dame Dash, he was doing the hard work. He was arguing with people. He was out there doing the heavy lifting. We saw him on Hard Night Live Tour concert.
Can I show you something real quick?
Yeah.
On the screen, you say Black people didn't build America. Let's pull up some Black American contributions. Refrigerated trucks. If it wasn't for refrigerated trucks, do you know what type of produce and products would not be able to be crossing the country? And like I said, a lot of these inventions were made with Black people with both hands tied behind their backs, with the blindfold, with slavery, integration, fucking Jim Crow. I'm just saying some things.
Let me ask you this.
Hold on. Just let me name this, and I'm gonna let you cook.
That's a simple idea, bro.
Hold on. IBM personal computer, the personal computer laptop we're showing right now. Black person, full electric microphone.
That's not no invention, bro.
It is.
Bro,
James West, invention of the electric microphone paved the way for more inventions, smaller microphones, and phones, devices.
Florida J. If you go invent something called a refrigerator, right? You make the refrigerator, you do all this, you think of, yo, we need something that's gonna keep this food closed. You make the refrigerator, and then you have some nigga come behind and throw it on the back of a truck, and he talks about, I invented the refrigerator truck. Stop it, bro. And then you got some man that come out and say, I'm gonna invent something called a computer. This finna be a personal database, and this, that, and dirty. You got a nigga come behind and talk. So you know what? I'm gonna invent something, make it a personal computer, bro. These are piggyback inventions. Give me a real invention, bro.
Not no for Black women. It wasn't for Black women. We wouldn't have ever been able to go to space because they did the mathematical calculations to even.
That was, bro. That already been debunked. That's false, bro.
Oh my God. Okay.
That already been debunked. That's pseudo history, bro. That whole figures was bullshit.
Let me just hold on. Can see what you're doing, J-Dub.
Bro, who invented the bed?
J-Dub, you know what you're doing?
No, you know what you doing? This is what I'm saying, Florida J. I don't want no piggyback inventions.
They're not.
Bro,
they're not. Electricity.
Who invented the bed?
Electricity.
Who invented the bed?
Bro, how about you?
They said, bro, Black people out here trying to get credit for folding cabin bed.
J-Dub, you know what's happening right now?
Bro,
because I have
that's pathetic, bro.
Black American inventions.
Bro, that piggyback inventions.
Not only America, but have built civilization across the world. You try to run interference for me reading down some of the irrefutable Black inventions that have not only built America, but have built the world. Can I just go down the list without being interrupted? I want to go down the list.
Yes. One thing.
Go ahead.
This is what we got so far. We got the refrigerated truck, piggyback invention. Didn't invent the refrigerator. Listen. This is what we got, Florida boy Jay. You looking surprised? I'm telling you what we.
Let me react.
You said Black people invented the personal computer. The computer was already invented, but they invented the personal piggyback invention. Okay, so now we're going to the cabin bed, foldable cabin bed. Did Black people invent a bed? If Black people didn't invent the bed, it's a piggyback invention. That's just the three. You may have something coming down the line for the boy Jay. It's no problem. Let's just see what we got. Let's see what we have, bro. Okay, the first three were piggyback.
Before we see what we
may
got,
have something else.
Can I ask you a question? The traffic light. Can a nigga get a break? Can a nigga breathe? Can I get the traffic light?
And guess what? Nigga get the most ticket for breaking traffic laws. So we got ourselves in the foot.
Stop, J-Dub. J-Dub, see? J-Dub, listen. You got your bars off. I'm just going to go down and read the inventions, okay? Just let me get the inventions off. Okay? He was giving white people with credit. Nigga, we invented farming. All technologies piggyback off an invention.
We invented farming. God invented farming. See, now Black, I'm logging off.
Hold on. Let me get it off. Let me get the bars off. Let me read. Niggas want to. It's reading rainbow. See, a lot of people think black people can't read, so I gotta let them know we can. Listen, the folding cabinet. Sarah Good, the first African American woman to receive a U.S. patent, invented the folding cabinet bed that provided space-saving solutions for urban dwellers. Automatic elevator doors. Black people created elevators, bro. Hold on. No, there's not. Elevators did not exist. Alexander Miles' invention improved elevator safety by introducing automatic doors that open and close. The gas mask.
Bro, who invented the doors? Who invented elevator doors? That's a piggyback invention for the boy Jay.
J-Duck, see,
That's not an invention. That's an improvement, bro.
J-Duck, what you're doing
for
right
the boy
now.
Jay.
If you want to make your point, hold on, J-Duck. If you want to make your point,
be real. If those not improvements or those inventions.
Inventions, and let me say this.
Oh, if I invent a car and you and Elon Musk come behind me and invent self-driving cars, did he invent a car or did he just upgrade already pre-existing invention?
Hey, Doug,
I'm asking the question.
What I'm saying is this:
those piggyback inventions, bro.
If you believed in what you're saying,
I believe that.
Okay, well, let me say this: if you truly believed in what you're saying, you would let me finish naming off black inventions, because what you believe you said will be so strong that after I read off these black inventions,
because
let me finish.
I'm gonna tell you why. I want to go one by one because I know once you start reading them off with no interruptions, the emotions gonna get involved with everybody. They're gonna be like, yo, look at this. We did all this. No, but if we break them down and we start slicing them in half as you go down the list one by one, by the time we get to 10, we're gonna realize we ain't invent shit.
Bro.
See how that work? See how that work? So far, we got 4 piggyback inventions. They did not invent the elevator door. They invented the automated elevator door. The elevator door, when you tell me, bro, you invented the automated elevator door, that's telling me the elevator door already existed. You improved what already existed. You didn't invent. Okay? When you tell me you inventing a folding cabin bed, that's letting me know beds already existed, bro. You made an improvement on what was already there. When you tell me you invented a personal computer, that let me know corporate or multi-people computer was already there. You made an improvement on what was already existing. You did not invent, bro. And this is what I'm saying. We get so caught up on the words, we forget the meaning of the words, but we just run with the word and start adding on to it. When we start talking about the real word of eventing, taking something that don't exist and then making it exist in physical, that starts from nothing. Now, if I come here and I have an iMac, a MacBook, and I say, yo, this MacBook, you know what? I need the letter Y to raise up higher. I didn't invent the MacBook, bro. I didn't invent the letter Y key. I improved on what was already there.
Cool, you cooking, but like I said before, if you truly believe what you said and you can stand on what you're saying, you will let me read down this list.
I'm just saying, read the list, but go one by one and let's dissect it one by one. And if it's not a piggyback invention,
let me just read. How about this? Let me read the list in its entirety, and then I will allow you to cherry pick what you want to discredit, because the amount of things invented by Black Americans exclusively, knowing the things we had to overcome to even invent these things, you should just give niggas a credit.
I want to give them the credit, but I want something to come from scratch. I don't want it to be already existed and we are proven. Give me something from scratch and I'm going to flip my wheel.
Gas mask. Garrett Morgan's invention of gas mask provided a crucial safety device for firefighters and others exposed to hazardous fumes. That is a complete invention. The traffic light, the same man, Garrett Morgan, who also invented the 3-position traffic light, improving traffic flow and safety. One black man invented both of those things. One nigga alone should get your support. The Super Soaker. Lonnie Johnson invented the popular water toy, demonstrating his innovative spirit beyond more serious technologies. Central heating. Hold on. central heating furnace. Alex Parker in 1919 patented for a heating system that allowed for heating control in different parts of a building, laid for the groundwork of the modern forced air furnaces. And I will say this. So you're telling me the Black American created the heating furnace and air conditioning? So Black Americans invented central cooling AC and central heating. Like,
God,
what are you talking
God
about?
created,
Look, hold on,
God
look,
created
man.
central air and
No,
central heat. You
niggas
open
did.
one window
Niggas did.
on
We
one
was
side of the
paying.
room and the other window on the other side,
How
and you
about
got
this? The
central
blood,
air.
how about this? The blood bank, white people make, niggas invented the blood bank. Charles Drew worked in blood storage and preservation that revolutionized medical practices and saved countless lives to this day. Shoe lasting machine. Jane Ernest, whatever, invented automatic process of attaching the shoe to the upper sole, significantly speeding up shoe production. So we wouldn't even have Nikes if it wasn't for niggas. We wouldn't have heating and cooling for niggas. Madam C.J. Walker, line of hair care products, and her business helped shape the beauty industry. Resonators of electronic devices. Otis Boykin's numerous inventions, including improving resistors and electronic controls for medical devices that had a profound impact on electronics in medicine. Voice over internet protocol. Marion Cook, a vice president of Black American vice president at Google, developed key technologies that made VoIP possible for enabling voice communications over internet. We would not be able to be podcasting right now over the airways live if it was for a Black American in the 21st century. J-Duck, I need you to shut your goddamn black mouth and appreciate Black Americans specifically for inventing so many tangible things we use to this day. There is no way. You can't say we haven't had a hand in it in America. You have to say we invented America. We invented modern day society. Fuck America. We have invented modern day society on a technological level, and we haven't even touched on culture. Just on a technological invention level when it comes to science, math, and health. Things that we praise the white man and the Asian man for, niggas, Black Americans, have been at the forefront and spearheaded the technological advancements of the 19th, 20th, and 21st centuries. And I will give you the floor.
Can we look at what white people invented? so we get full context of what we should really be thinking is important. See, we don't want to look up that. Let's look up what white people invented.
Slavery.
Nah, see,
genocide,
that's
pedophilia,
yeah,
homosexuality.
No, all things started in Africa.
All right,
man. Yeah, you know that. Boy, Jay, you know that now.
I think, yo.
All that mess started in Africa. We invented that. Now we did. I will give Black people credit for that. We invented incest.
He said white people invented J.
But listen, Black people, we got these piggyback inventions. We added on to what white people already was making great. Black people, we don't got no balls to put nobody in slavery and get nothing popping on that level. We don't do that. Let's just keep it a minute. So if it's up to us as Black people, hey, let's all sit up under the street, eat a mango, and smoke a blunt. See, that's us.
What
you know what I mean?
J-Duck.
Well, that's us if we had the choice. But white people come along and they want structure, they want civilization, they want to get stuff done. So now that white people accomplished getting stuff done, building a society, building an actual country where people breaking their damn neck to get in. Ain't nobody breaking their neck to get over to Africa. Ain't nobody breaking their neck to get over to goddamn Haiti or no Caribbean island to where the blacks at. They breaking their neck to get over here. Why? Because they know white people got it structured and organized. And pretty much everywhere you go where white people at, even if it's no Black people there, let's take, for example, places like Australia and different other society, It's still popping. So it's obviously it's no need for black people, because if that was the case, bro, what if you go to a third world country, right? Say you close your eyes and just point on the map and go to a third world country. In that third world country, is you more likely to pull up on some black people or some white people?
Depending on third world country, but most likely you will probably put up on a melanated class that has been colonized.
Whatever reason, this is what I'm saying. But regardless of where white people at, they got their countries, Switzerland, anywhere, Australia, Russia, anywhere white people got it popping. Italy is popping. But when you go to black people, you ain't gotta be no white people around. It ain't popping.
D Stone, I just appreciate you understanding.
This is what I'm just proving. This is what I'm proving.
We got real quick, Jada. We got 102 people in here right now while you cooking, but keep cooking.
Yeah. We on here 4 hours. It's crazy. I thought we were finna do an hour and 30-minute show. It's crazy. But this is what I'm saying.
We two Southern niggas. The way we cook, we when me and you go on stream, it's like if we put up at each other's houses and lit a blunt and grind. It's like we ain't streaming. We really just linking up on camera.
Yeah, that's why I'll be knowing how all this stuff gonna be chopped up afterward. There's a lot of footage. It's crazy.
Bro, we got 2 weeks worth of cooking right now. Go ahead.
I know you can't even clip all this stuff, but this is what I'm saying. Black people is not a necessity. That's it. So if we humble ourselves and know, okay, these other places are getting it popping without us. American used us. Did they have to? Maybe, maybe not. But judging by how white people got it popping globally, I'm going to assume they probably didn't need us, bro. Just to be honest. And I don't know. Maybe they had slaveries in Australia and all these places. I don't know. But I don't see no whole bunch of black. Somebody say they killed all the black people off. That sounds dramaed out. I don't believe that.
That sounds drama. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what time is it? It is 12:32.
Yeah, I need to go to the store, give me a blunt.
Yeah, I just wrote when I want to say this, guys. I thank you guys so much. We got over 100 people watching. The return of me and J Doug on this platform. Life things happen, but me and him are back linking up because at the end of the day, what me and him got as far as content is perfect. We're like Shaq and Kobe. What we do is completely different, but it complements the style of offense so well. You can't double team either or, because J Doug is so prolific with his positions, as am I, to where you have to appreciate us on an individual level. Is like the Outcast. It's like when we talk about Clipse, where niggas might come with different flows and different styles, but they cooking just as much. J Doug, I really do appreciate you for the fact that we were able to, like I said, link back up, provide this level of content, because everything you're saying, no matter what people may think about what you're saying or how you're saying it, there's a lot of people who agree with what you say. And I know that because the clips I've been posting the last few days, they've been doing numbers while you are dominating the clip. I've been posting. When we post clips, I don't cut it up to make it look any different. J Doug, I'm posting clips, 15 second, 30 second, for whatever you think J Doug is crazy. He's doing numbers. When I talk, I'm doing numbers. So what I'm saying with me and J Doug, we have something valuable, something special, and you guys got to understand what we are cooking up right now is generational and monumental. You have to appreciate how we're firing shit up. We're 2 polarizing individuals, and we just gave you niggas almost a 4-hour stream on 4 to 5 topics.
That's crazy.
And it's light. We did this light.
That's crazy. I don't know what to do with all that.
And what we got, J Doug, we got it, bro. I got enough clips for a whole week. And what I'm about to do, once we log off, I'm sending this episode to the Star Report before I even call on. So by the time the sun come up, distribution rolling. And the clips, by the time, like I said, by the time we log off, between the clips and promoting the Star Report, bro, shit rolling. And we coming right back in a couple days. But I want to let everybody know before I pass my J Doug. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys sticking with me and J Doug on his platforms as well as mine. That what me and him got as far as this I Ain't Mad At You show, what we're cooking up, you're not gonna find another YouTube like this. You're not gonna find another show like this because not only me, J Dub from the same city, we seen each other in person, and the way we pod and our rapport, this ain't scripted. This is authentic. What he's saying, he stand by. What I'm saying, I stand by. And you can't value J Doug's perspective if you don't have me going at it, and you can't value my perspective if you don't have J Doug going at it in real time. Y'all got to understand the value of what we're doing. And I really do appreciate you guys being here because this is great. This is an awesome episode. We almost cooked 4 hours. J Doug, I'm going to pass you the mic. Fly the plane as long as you want to because we're about to sign off. And, you know, we got to kick. Hey, we doing distribution right with a record cut. Oh, you on mute. You on mute. You on mute.
Yeah, appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll be back at you. It's just Tuesday, so I'm sure we'll be back at you probably Thursday. And listen, this was a crazy show, and it don't even feel like we've been here that long.
You really don't.
But I would like to keep it more compact. But you really, like say, I don't know. I guess it just feels natural because we've been doing these type of shows so long, and it probably feel even more natural because I'm already home. So it's like when I used to be going to his house, he'd be like, yo, we got to wrap it up because I got to pack up the equipment. I got to go home. And now they feel like, oh, whatever. I'm already here.
We already chilling.
A nigga just jumping in the bed with his wife. That's it.
I'm about to say, hey, we chilling. Our old ladies either at the crib waiting on us or already here waiting on us to get off stream. Food cooked. What we do, Jay, I don't want to cook too long because we about to hit the.
Probably should have been doing it like this because this is kind of really more convenient. I used to have to take that long ride because we live in the same city, but we don't live close. You live
Jacksonville big as fuck. But for the fact that we are in tune with everything's going on in social media and we're able to have like the dialogue we have is the reason why we're able to prolong certain topics or have this back and forth. And I think the audience loves it. J Duck, like I said before, we're gonna come back later this week and me and him cook up another show. I'm telling you, we're crushing the summer. And with that fourth quarter winter break, winter wars, niggas is in the house, they snowed in. You ain't got nothing to do but consume content. Me and J Doug gonna hit our stride. I'm telling you, bro. 2026. What we're doing right now in July, 2026 one, yes. We just making sure y'all know what it is now. J Doug, let people know the final words. Drop links. Drop your ads. Let people know where to find you at.
Well, yeah, you find me right here on the Florida Boy J YouTube channel, and we'll be on Instagram. We'll be on TikTok. We'll be everywhere. So. Just look for me on the Florida Boy J channel at this point, and we building, man. So we got a journey. It looks like y'all know we already been on the journey. We got a longer journey, and yeah, man, I'm enjoying it. Yeah. So
yeah, man. Like I said before, man, the minute we sign off, I'm about to go on Starport and promote J Doug. Like I be telling you all the time, bro. There's nobody more valuable to my platform than you because the way we talk pre-production and the way we go on production, the only person I have this type of relationship with on a high level of content creation is Star, where we can literally get some shit razor sharp before we go live. And once we go live, nobody knows where the fuck me you were going. They're just entertained. And I'm telling you, I hold on tight to your mind, the way you produce content, where you see things, because like I said, it's peanut butter and jelly. People need your perspective as much as they need mine. And the fact that we don't have an echo chamber is the value in itself. So I want to say thank you. I cannot wait till our next episode. And once we go off stream, we're going to chop it up, get this content rolling. You know how it go, bro.
Yo, salute to the fans. Salute to the fans. We'll holler back.
All right, man. Peace out, guys. Like I said, if you want to holler at us, we about to be on the Star Report. And about 5 hit the Cash App, Florida Boy J down on 4 J Dub. Let them know your Cash App.
We'll do all that down. This hit your Florida Boy J. It's all good.
We're gonna split. If anything you send me, I'm sending J Dub 50-50, bro. So we all good. I appreciate it. We're gonna throw the city backdrop and we're gonna holler at y'all, man. Hey, listen, by the time y'all go to bed, we might have like about 2 or 3 clips already uploaded, man. I'm telling you, minute we in the stream, we uploading clips. So peace out, J Dub. We're gonna talk on the back end, man. Thank you guys. See you guys later. Be safe. See you guys on Thursday, man.
We out. Yeah, I'll let you. I'm finna run to the store.
Yes, sir.
All right.